Good evening, and welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, episode 2. And obviously, it's a special one because, as you can see,
Anthony's turned into a chair.
Whee!
Hey! Anthony's a chair, he's a chair, he's a chair. Anthony's a chair, he's a chair, he's a chair.
Superb.
Oh no, he's turned into a slug. Oh, never mind. Just hold this a bit. Oh, let's get some of that. Don't quite work for me. You can still see me on screen.
Oh, and welcome back.
My fat 5 head still visible on screen. It's so monumental. God, covers multiple postcodes, I tell you.
It does indeed. So let's, so happy birthday, Fuzzy. Happy birthday to yourself. As we go through this, and there will be some people who have managed to get together, and no expenses spared of wishing you happy birthday. So we'll show that as we go through the song itself and that. But
nice. Look forward to
it. As always, good evening to usual suspect. I'll be doing well there. And good evening to Steve Cox, evening panel, and the chatters. And obviously, your special friend, Donna Talks Football.
Thank you, Donna.
You can sing that one to yourself if you want to. It's
He's been going to the gym. Fuzzy was on the show earlier. Look at his shirt. He said he's been going to the gym. Look, you know, he's taking his top off, especially for you tonight, Donna. You know, he's gone all vest on us.
I've got some more of those on order for my birthday as well. So yeah, I have to see what comes through.
Big up Moss, hope you're doing well. That's Anthony's version of Wood Crew Clowns. France versus USA on. Thierry Henry.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Good afternoon, Lawrence. Hope you're keeping well. Good afternoon from Lexington, Kentucky. Come on, you Irons. As always, big up to yourself. And then so big up to Brian, CFC. Hope you're keeping well, matey. Good to see you. And obviously, an hour later, got Argentina on. Found out the lost.
Morocco, I think.
Yes. Look, double celebration for the week. So, happy birthday, Fuzzy. It's Steve's birthday on Friday. So, early birthday wishes to you, Steve.
Happy birthday, Fuzzy, and happy birthday, Steve, for Friday.
And she said it's so good. She said it took twice for you. Happy birthday, look.
Thank you, Lawrence.
You know, outside too and get it. You need to get outside too and get a tan.
I need to jet off to the other end of Europe and stay there. Don't need a holiday, just need to move there.
This is true.
Fuzzy, you got what they call it with your tan line hands in. I think they call it a wanker's tan, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
I tan all over. I lose the shirt when I'm out on holidays.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I unless I'm going out places, that's the only time I'll wear a shirt. But if I'm anywhere else, I'll just be topless.
Well, Donna's asking you a question there, Fuzzy. That's an interesting one.
No, I'm still a minor to you.
He's 32.
Right. Golf 10, Farmer 10, Anthony.
Transformer Santa. Yeah. I dare lift up my my shirt.
His shirts are too tightly fitted. They're welded onto his body.
Yeah.
You have to rip them off. You have to rip them
I
off
got-
every time.
I got to rip them off. I don't shop there anymore. I don't shop there. All everything you see on me is, what's that company called?
It's a one-time thing only.
M&M Direct, is it?
Sure, it's
So
not,
long.
sure, it's not S&M Direct for you, you know.
Yeah. Oh god.
As I said, mate, I've made some phone calls, try to sort you out some people that can get on to say happy birthday to you. So this is the first one for you, mate. So I hope you enjoy it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
There you go. It was very hard to get hold of Jack Black, but he came in specially and he said, "For Fuzzy, anything." He said he was really looking forward to sing the song for you, mate.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll be sure to give him a call as well to return the favour when we get
That's
to
very
it.
kind of you. Very kind of you. I'll wait for you to reach the legal age. Must say, like Hulkmania, Anthony rips shirt off, has to buy bulk for cheap Costco.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Evening, Henry. I hope you're well. What's this? Mr. Early Doors, I want to send singing version of Hot Song from Mr. HotFuzz.
Oh no.
Anytime, Donny, you want to send it over, we'll try and get it on to play it out for you. Big up, Dan. You keeping well, Dan. Nice to see you, matey. And also to Narcane as well. Big up to you as well, mate.
Oh god.
They're all saying hello. Can't they send it to someone on Twitter's Mr. Early Doors? Yeah, if you can find them, get them on there. All right, Lawrence, they're all saying happy birthday, young fella. Big up to E. Ross.
E. Ross.
USA France game's pretty good at bowl accounts. Good evening, Richard. How you doing? Happy birthday, Fuzz. Big up John Cena. And big up to Trip as well. Big up everyone. Hope you keep them well. Well, before we go on to our clubs and that, I mean, I saw an article the other day. I've had to bring this up because it kind of just shows you where football's kind of going, basically. Where is it now? I'm trying to think myself now. Where's it gone? I pressed the wrong bloody thing, twat.
Big Fuzz, more like old Fuzz. 100%. Feel old as fuck.
You're right.
Gained an extra inch on my parting, an extra age line on my forehead, and a little bit more dust has fallen from my kneecaps. Bit of crusty dead skin sort of peeled. Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. Apparently, it sees when a man gets older, apparently, right, his nose gets bigger and his willy gets shorter. So I don't know if that's if anybody's told me the truth there, but that's what I was always led to believe. I somebody actually did say it to me. I was young. I was like, nah, I didn't believe it.
Wow. This might have been someone just trying to make you feel better.
Well, at least probably, yeah.
Oh no. Donna sent you something on Twitter.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, God. Open it up first. Show us.
So this is what I saw the other day. Is this the world's most expensive football ticket? Real Madrid creates 300 super VIP seats, and they're worth £210,000 per seat as part of the £1.5 billion renovation of the Bernabeu Stadium. the thing with this, that is just basically to get you in. You still have to pay an annual fee on top of that as well. But with this, apparently you're pampered. You get the best food, and so it says here you're going to get they're nothing but luxury, exclusivity in mind. You're going to get the best food, etc., etc. But I mean, could you see yourself paying a price like this for the club that you love?
No.
Unless my name was Robbie. Yeah. Unless my name was Robbie Lyle, then no.
Yeah, I picked it. No. Is there actually anybody that works in Spain that's actually on these wages? Because it's very rare that somebody in this country is on particular wages, unless you were either born rich or you were made rich. You went down the right road in life, and you can afford these tickets. But I would not be paying that money to watch Real Madrid, and I don't care if they're world's best team number 1 or if they're ranked world's best team number 2. I will not be watching any team for that money. That's a fact.
Well, see what it says there: to gain entry into the exclusive club for the next 30 years. That's the entry fee, £210,000, as well as an annual fee for your seat.
So, unless you own your own yacht, private jet, supercar collection, you won't be allowed to even vouch for a ticket. They'll just block you. They'll just block your internet port. Just there's a broke bum trying to buy one of these seats. Quick, switch his internet off.
Yeah, that's about the value of a 90 grand short of a, I don't know, if you want to buy a brand new 2-bedroom house or something, it's 300 grand. So in all fairness, no, that you've got to be an absolute, and I will say it, if you're not, you've got to be an absolute moron if you want to watch it. Honest to God, there is no way I would do that. No way.
Check my Twitter. I'll have a look in a minute. See if we find anything good in here. Fuzz, one more step closer to the grave. Wow.
Oh, Lawrence. The encouragement I needed to push on in life.
Did he say anything to you going back a few weeks ago, Fuzzy? It was in the comments. You were like, "Oh, that was a low blow."
Evening, James. Good this evening, lads. Hope you're all well. Yeah, we are indeed. Hope you're as well, James. Good to see you on here, mate. Hope things are all good for you.
Yeah, James.
Every birthday we celebrate getting older. Indeed. Well, there's paying mega tickets for what? Bang average team. Yeah. Mr. Anthony, I've followed you there also. Can I send you the song? I want to send you the song as well.
Send me the song. What the fuzzy song? Is that what we're going to call it? The fuzzy song.
The fuzzy song, yeah.
Yeah.
Every birthday I celebrate, still be at a lot. No, it's not the most expensive. Emirates, 33 quid for a fucking hot dog. Jesus.
That's true.
Wow. Fans in general being priced out. Yeah. We was talking about this on Sunday, James. Concessions and stuff like this, how it's going out the window. But I mean, it's obviously to pay for the bloody stadium, isn't it? They spent $1.5 billion on it. So you imagine, you think the money that Spurs spent on that stadium, they must be doing the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's like what I said, but these people, with these teams, that left their old grounds and gone into the new stadiums, they haven't really won anything. I mean, take Arsenal into consideration, leaving Highbury and going into the Emirates. What have we won? We were promised success when we moved out of Highbury. Where is it? We're still bloody waiting for it. You know what I mean? So it's absolute rubbish. No doubt, Tone. I don't. Listen, you've won a European conference since you've been at your ground, haven't you? Your new ground. So at least you've got that there. You're off to a good start. Yeah. Old Trafford, Fuzzy. Personally, if it was me, I would even bother entertaining Man United new stadium. I would literally just get that stadium done. Okay, it might take about 200 million, maybe. All right, actually no, it's quite a shittle. I'll rephrase that. 500 million to spend on the stadium. But listen, think of the history you've got there at Old Trafford. That's all I'm saying.
Think of all the rare fish species that we harbour there as well.
Blue whales, great whites, you name it. Old Trafford's got it.
Ancient piranhas.
King of Spain can afford it. Absolutely true. Did you see how Anthony Combine after Richard? Because obviously Richard's saying he was born rich compared to you by the sounds of it.
But fucking rich. You weren't born rich.
Anthony only paying money for Bristol Rovers.
No, I didn't pay money for Bristol Rovers. No.
I went, pays juveniles £12 to get in Ashton Gate. How tight is he?
Hey, well, if you could do it, flaunt it.
For that money at Real Madrid, surely you must get your own personal Colombian waiter. Yeah, you like to think so with that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Richard, you're the best. Yeah, interesting one. Again, I've just seen the article. It came up early on in the afternoon on that. This Calafiori thing, a deal in principle. What the hell does this mean?
I don't know. I don't know how long it can take to slide a fucking cauliflower. I mean, you know what I mean? What's going on? I mean, they're saying it's a done deal, but we haven't seen him in the Arsenal top yet. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him sat down with Edu with the famous pen, and he's there with the contract. He's like this, and Edu's like, stood next to him with like a bit of a job on. There's nothing's going on at the minute. It's pointless. I don't get Arsenal's deals. I got them last season, but this season is a myth. I can't tell you any stories. I only see what everybody else sees and what everybody else reads. In all fairness, if he was signed, he'd be there now with that picture with Edu signing the contract. But unfortunately, he isn't at the time being, and it makes me think of all these other players, these other targets that we're interested in as well. And that's what I've been reading. What's that player played for Swansea City in Coventry and gone to Sporting? Grockery, or what was his name? I'm always butchering. Yeah. Apparently, I've read that today somewhere. Somebody did a live stream saying that was a done deal. So I'm there, I'm looking through, and I'm thinking, well, I can't see nothing.
Jeez, I don't know. As you said, mate, I mean, it just seems this deal was kind of just taking forever and a day.
Yeah.
Either they're making paper or they're fucking trying to put ink back in the pen or something like that, because this has just been dragging out too much.
I think what they're trying to do, they're trying to catch the fucking chicken to pull out the feather to dip it into the ink so they get it. You know what I mean? They've been watching too many Rocky 1 films where catch the chicken.
I think what's happened here is that Bologna have asked for somebody to borrow a printer off of, or a fax machine. What they've done is they've realised that David De Gea has bought his fax machine, and it's still trying to print out the documents now. It was installed about a month ago. It's still going on one page one. Yeah,
the paper can stop.
Page 1 of 180 still printing. Don't worry, guys. He'll be here at least before his 30s. I hope.
Yeah.
Wow. Lawrence is saying the USA-France half-time is 0-0, so it must be a good game, that one. Moss is saying Calafiori off to the LA. Oh, yeah, he's drunk old bollocks talking absolutely garbage. Dear me.
Oh, he's live on Jez's show, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the reports, yeah, absolutely. Flying to LA, Anthony, done. Marino next, apparently. That's your next target.
Wow,
well, I've read that. I think it's 20 mil. 20 mil, I've read, or something like in there, that region, 20-25 mil, the Spanish midfielder. But I don't
Tell you
know.
what
It
that
could
is.
be. That'd be
Tell
good.
you what
That'd
that
be a good
is.
signing. But
20 mil, that's friends and family discount for Mikel Arteta.
oh,
Cousins and all.
true. It wouldn't surprise me, Fuzz. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't
That's
surprise me at
probably,
all.
that seriously might actually be it with Edu and how he does his business. He's trying to get friendships as much as possible before doing the deal with clubs. Maybe that's why it's taking so long, because they haven't done enough dinner dates between Edu and the other club hierarchies. It'll take him out on as many dates as possible, sweeten them
Yeah.
up, butter them up, and then say, "Oh, do you fancy giving me a discount on your player?" Unfortunately, it doesn't matter how many. It's like women out there, right, who will just use you for the free food when you take them on dates. That's kind of what clubs will probably do with that. Go to his barbecues and just like, yeah, thanks for the free food. By the way, you're not getting our player. It's like,
it seems that way. Saskia saying they're all in LA getting need to take some time to fly there. He was on holidays. He was just saying it's annoying as hell, Anthony, and then top gooners make excuses for this mediocrity.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know what it is. You've got people on the doing shows, they're in streams that saying, "Oh yeah, it's a done deal. He has to be signed in. Oh, it's amazing." But we haven't seen. Where's the proof? We need the proof. We need the facts. If we haven't got the proof and the facts, as far as I'm concerned, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for him to sign that bit of paper. It isn't done, not yet. So I don't know. I really don't. He most probably would sign, but why just get it fucking done over the line and then move on to like the next phase of the next position of where we need. Do you know what I mean? Personally, I think it.
As I say, I've never known it to drag out so long.
No, nor have I. I'm surprised we did sign 2 players. Why did we get 2 players? At least 1 or 2 players in before we signed Real?
I'll tell you what, I'm getting the maddest Frankie de Jong vibes. The transfer that just went on forever and ever and ever. It's like his question that he asked me on my show earlier. He was like, "What's your favourite transfer so far and why?"
Yeah, I did.
I was like, "My favourite Arsenal transfer is." And on to the next question.
He literally rinsed me on live show. That was it. He said, "Well, your Arsenal's favourite player, their favourite signing so far this season was Sturm. So obviously nothing." And I thought, "You cheeky bastard, Fuzz." I actually wrote that in the comments. You know, I wrote that in the comments.
Yeah, obviously your brother saying Arsenal just signed a 5-year-old from Notts County Tots for 12 million, apparently.
Oh, God.
Trying to keep good relation with the parents. Prime human trafficking Edu. Let's go.
No, you know what it is, Fuzzy? By the time he's 18 and that, he'll actually put pen to paper by that stage, so, you know.
Well, that's what he's probably right saying. I don't understand why we signed this 18-year-old goalkeeper from Ajax. Because Mikel Arteta, he doesn't play. Has he promoted any player from the youth, let alone not even play one in a single game last season at all? No. So why signing? No, exactly. So why signing these youth players when you don't play them? What's the point of that? If, in all fairness, I may sound a bit horrible by saying this, but I'll tell you something now. With him in charge, Mikel Arteta, Arsenal shouldn't have a reserves team. They're not going to get a look in, not a sniff. They just might as well do away with the reserves. Once he's gone, bring some reserves players in, some young from the youth academy upwards, because they ain't going to get a chance of playing it or this first team football under him, because he's an arsehole. But then again, he was on my telly, and he was walking backwards at the time, Mikel Arteta, because it's like what I just said. All I could see was an arsehole on my telly. So, you know.
Steve saying Kevin Nolan on TalkSport this morning. I heard him as well, actually. Asked about the most talented players he's worked with in his career. Ben Johnson was one of them. So there. Gotta love a Ben Johnson, Steve. Which is, yeah. When I first met you on Mr. Simon's channel, I lost the Battle of Arts right there, and then you conquered my. Oh, bloody hell.
I mean, I'm just reading here now, Tim. Arsenal now are in for the Juventus winger, Chiesa. I'm just reading it here now. And obviously,
There's no strategy to Arsenal, is there?
no, there's not.
Just on to the next name to link. That's it.
You know what it is. You know what it is, Fuzz. You can just see it now. They've got one of them bowler hats, and there's bits of paper in the bowler hats. In this case, of who do we go for now? Oh yeah. We go for this fella. He was summed it up there. Look, Mourinho will get signed in January.
Yeah, here we go. He's just actually come up on the tablet now. You know, there it is. It says Arsenal is just bought out a brand new book. It's called the Encyclopedia of Bollocks. So
the abridged version. Who do you think will get? This is an interesting one. Yeah, who do you think will get Williams and Lamau when he comes to the Prem or go to Italy? Italy myself.
Well,
Williams will go to Italy. I think is it Juventus that wants him?
Well, I think it's Barca wants Williams. I think
Barca wants Williams. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
It's probably Lamau.
Both are Arsenal players. Like the media's already written them in the stars. They're already holding up Arsenal shirts. They've just yet to take the photographs. You know, according to Top Gooners.
Yeah, James is saying Mourinho wouldn't be a bad signing for Arsenal. However, the main piece they lack is a proper number 9. Whoever that could be, I do not know. Yeah. Well, James, I think we just said it there. I don't think anyone knows at this stage. Not even Arsenal themselves know who they want to actually buy in.
No.
Mind you, is it Jesus is now fully fit? Well, no, I don't think it's going to be Ivan Toney. I think by all accounts, the meeting with Ivan Toney, just to kind of interject there, didn't go well, did it? Apparently, with the Arsenal people. And this is the reason why you called your interest in the player.
I called it. That guy is going to Tottenham. He's going to Tottenham Hotspur. You'll soon see. Even if it means from now right up to the last hour or the last day of the transfer window, Ivan Toney will be a Tottenham Hotspur player.
Be interesting. I know we're also in the mix as well for it, but I don't know. We'll go down the route. But apparently we're also going for. I've just seen the fellow. What's his name? Sule.
Yeah.
Mateus Sule. We're willing to apparently match the price that Juventus are asking for. It's about 30 million.
That the guy that's about to go to Roma.
Well, yeah, apparently so. But you know the thing, Faz. Until they sign that bit of paper and they've got a shirt on their back, don't mean nothing. Couple of days on the pedal. No, Ben Johnson. I did like Ben Johnson, Steve. I said this last time, mate. I think it's just a fact of. I don't know. You got to look at Moyes, what he was doing with him, and I can't blame Johnson for holding out. And he held out and still didn't like what he was receiving on the table, so he decided to go and join Ipswich. And good luck to him. I mean, obviously, I don't think even Lopetegui convinced him to stay. So, hey,
he needed you, Steve. He needed you to be the dying light, right? Just show him the way. Just your words, just 5 minutes locked in a room with you would be enough to convince him to stay at West Ham for life.
Sassy saying, well, out in the Bologna camp, this is off Calafiori. He's on his way to LA. Roma owned by owed money for Italian defender.
What one's that?
There's a lot of Italian defenders.
Stepford, England under 20s now, Arsenal under 21 keeper. Yeah. Talking to keepers, what's happening with Aaron Ramsdale? Is he staying or going? James
personally, I want him to stay. I seriously want Ramsdale to stay.
I think there's talk of a loan there, isn't there?
There is talk of a loan, but I personally rather Ramsdale stay. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got 2 good goalkeepers. That's number 2 playing for their country, Spain and England. But also one of them gets first team football over the other one. Raya, yeah. The only reason why he won that the Golden Glove award last season. It just wasn't him. It was the best defense that we had. We had the best defense in the Premier League. The goal difference sees that in the actual when the season finished in the table last season. So it was down to the defense. It wasn't just down to Raya. Everybody saying, "Oh, Raya's amazing, this, that, and the other," but no, it was because he had a bloody good defense. That was a reliable defense in front of him. Ramsdale, if Ramsdale was playing last season, he probably would have won the Golden Glove. Because personally, I think Ramsdale is better saving with his hands, but Raya is quicker on his feet than what Ramsdale is.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? That's my opinion of the two goalkeepers there. So, I just think if it was vice versa, Ramsdale was playing, he probably would have got the Golden Glove as well, having that defense in front of him. So, Raya takes the credit, but it ain't just him. He's having that defense in front of him.
Yeah, of course it is. Just to say hello, a few people's coming in. Hello, Matty. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Hello, Chapsy, saying to us and that.
Yeah, man.
And also we've got in good old Wolfie. How we doing, Wolfie? Hello, gents. Hope you're well. Yeah, all good, mate. Hope you're keeping well as well.
You're right, Wolfie?
And also evening to Pain Like Bane Adama, Pit Productions. Good to see you. Hope you're well as well. Henry's saying, what is Donna smoking? Whatever it is.
She fucking proposed in the chat, for fuck's sake.
She's what?
She said
birthday wishes. Birthday wishes. Yeah, birthday proposal.
What the
Fuzzy,
fuck
can I
is
be
this?
your best man? Can I be your best man?
Rather you be my fucking bride than Donna.
Steve's asking, are we all invited, Fuzzy, for the things itself?
Yeah.
On a burning ship as it sinks into the Mediterranean, yeah.
Oh, dear, man. Moss is saying Chelsea, if not, he's on a deep decline. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He took the 5-year-old dead who did to McDonald's for an Abbey bill. Get out. Hot Fuzzy stirring the shit. Dear Mr. Hot Fuzz, from the first moment. Oh, dear me.
Fuzzy.
That's more dodgy than picking up a call from an Indian call centre.
I'm dreading next week, though. I dreaded next week's show, Tom. Seriously, the good, the bad. I'm dreading next week's show. Fuzzy's gonna be up here, and he's gonna have his back turned like that. And it's gonna be this. Fuzzy, what are you doing? Come on, I'm live now.
Yeah, a 5-tier cake in the corner. Goldbridge was saying that Ineos are out of money. Do they have to
Even
sell
more
to buy?
tears down here.
Here's an interesting one for you, Fuzz. Goldbridge was saying that Ineos are out of money. Do they have to sell or to buy players?
How would we be out of money? We've spent literally this summer.
Mark Goldbridge for you, isn't it? Mark Goldbridge.
He literally said in the precipice of this summer, we spent about £25 million. Well, the lowest reporting of any finances we've had this summer before selling or buying anybody was about 60 million. So if we'd not sold anybody, we'd still have about 35 something million. Probably more than that. Plus, then you've got the sales on top of that. Probably sat about between 50 and 60 mil. So we're not out of money. I just think it's Ineos putting on the brakes to figure out how far they're going to stretch the money, because they've got that many targets they want to do. They're laying it out so that they know how much is being spent on the first player. They'll have the amount to spend on the one after that, and then they'll have the amount to spend on the one after that. So it's them having to plot out how they are going to use the funds and which way they're going to go about doing their deals. Because if they just break bank on giving PSG what they want for Agate or give Bayern what they want for De Ligt, that's it. Just close the door for the transfer window. We just forget all the other signings. We wouldn't have any money for anybody else. So they're trying to plan for signings in the future.
You just open your wallet there, Anthony?
No. I think there's a fly in this house, and I've been trying to catch the bastard now for about 3 or 4 days, believe it or not. And he's just annoying me. He's one of those you just can't get rid of. He's like a fart underneath a duvet. You can't get rid of. There's like a bad smell.
We're in the wedding, or we invited Hot Fuzz and Donna. Wow. Evening to Wolfgang Subtraction, my avatar is my sex face. Hello, ladies. Hope you're unwell. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
Wolfgang Subtraction. What's that?
My avatar is my sex face.
Oh God!
So Wolf saw that and he was just like, "Nah, I'm dipping out of this chat. I'm not sticking around."
He's off. Yeah.
Was it seeing me with doubt, Tony? A bit too late now, fuzzing, but mate, you're right. No, I appreciate it, mate. Sorry if I got it cross-wide. Ross, meanwhile, we need a number one keeper still. Random wants Southampton transfer. That's an interesting one, Southampton.
Yeah, I think that's a loan, I believe.
Wow.
And then I don't know if there's an option to buy, but listen, if it gets in first team football, it gets game time under his belt, doesn't it? In one way.
Hold on, Fuzzy. Who's wearing the trousers in the Ultra? It looks like Donna's wearing the Ultra because she's inviting people on, no problems.
Oh God.
Oh, that's funny. She's inviting people to a venue and a ceremony that I'm just not going to be at. You're going to be left at the altar, Donna.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Fuzzy's going to be walking up the aisle with pinstripe trousers on, isn't he? He's going to
be walking up with Southgate fitted clothing with these loud, squeaky clown shoes as well.
That'd be interesting. James asking, West Ham making many moves in this window, Tony? Yeah, we've made a few so far, and we've got a couple of signings. There's still the kind of ongoing, are we, aren't we, with Wan-Bissaka. There's also talks of the Leeds fella. What's it, Sullivan? There's also Tamori. There's Tadibo, that doesn't look like that's going to happen either. There's still talks of a striker in either Duran or just said there's Sule as well. So yeah, there's a few things going on, but until, like I said, I'm in the same boat as Anthony. Really, until you see pen to paper and a shirt on the back, that's all I can put it down to being.
Yeah. Was that Tamori? Is that the one that plays for AC Milan? Right, because in all fairness, we were after him last season. Tamori, I can remember that. I think we put in. I think it was around about 40 mil last season. It got rejected.
Well, there you go. Now you finally got. Literally 1 minute ago. Here we go for Calafiori. It's finally sorted.
Oh, there you go.
Medical in the US. He was going to fly out.
Where's he now?
Okay.
Where's he going to bloody sign it? Where's he going to bloody sign it to? Like, sort of thing. Like, is that outside the bloody White House? Is it? And Edu's there, and he's there.
There's a sign on Edu's cock.
Dear me.
My beloved targeteer is finally here. Please sign down here. Well, listen, it was Arteta that said that they want to sign players that the fans will fall in love with. Right? It's all intimate at Arsenal. So why not?
I'm keeping this up. I'm making a note of this. What is it? 38 minutes and 30 seconds. Fuzzy said cock. I'm making a note of this.
Sorry, Ed, I thought you were going to say what Steve said here. Ed's got a lot to say for himself tonight. Been a while, making up for lost time. Yeah, he was a bit quiet last week, wasn't he? Very quiet.
I was, on the old Western Front of transfer talk. I mean, I had. Well, basically,
you was quite upset. You said that on Sunday. You was quite upset.
I was gutted, and then I found out that we signed a cauliflower, and next week we might be able to sign a leek. So you never know. Stay tuned.
Put it in your look. Hot news. Put it in your diary. Wedding's on the 6th of September. It's a sacred day.
The wedding will be on the 6th of September. This is good. Oh, Fuzzy. Fuzzy's getting married. Fuzzy's getting married.
That's more like the 31st of October. It'll be fucking Halloween.
Or you could have said the 30th of February. That would have been a better one.
Or 1st of April. April Fool's Day.
Oh, true.
There you go, Fuzz. Lawrence is saying, see what happens when you wear a half shirt? Show her your tank top pics.
Yeah.
And Steve's
Actually,
saying,
Donna, if you're still in the chat, Fuzzy's got some. He's taken some pics of him at the gym. So maybe if you want to see them, just put in the chat. He'll send them over to you on X, on Twitter. Just put yes if you want to see them. If you're still in the chat.
you old mate, Fuzzy. Blackadder springs to mind. September the 11th, more like. Donna does this in many football chats. Puts it about a lot. Yeah. That's true, Mike. It's
Oh
pretty
my
much like.
God! What is that picture? What is that picture of?
It's
I've
pretty
got to
much.
zoom into this one, Tom. Fucking Jesus! Right.
Maybe,
You know
maybe
what, Fuzzy? I'm not even being fuzzy, but I would.
Why is
I know. I wouldn't even check that with Jules, Fuzzy. But that, oh, no way.
Ineos are loaded, yeah, absolutely. Donald's always won her.
Donna
Got to
sent
fix
us
the
a
roof,
pic.
Fuzzy. Yeah, look, Anthony, Richard's
What's
asking the
that?
question. Are you lot doing a fantasy football next season?
no?
Well, we could do this season. Yeah, we could do. It's up to you. I mean, I don't know. Do you ever do fantasy football league, Fuzz?
No.
No. Do you do it, Tom?
I've done it a while back. Could always do it again if need be. Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, we could do if you want to. I mean, it's just a matter of setting up a league and then just putting it across there if you want people to join in.
I mean, the people in the chat, what we're going to hope to do when the season starts now, we want to have you guys giving you score predictions for the games coming up and that. We're going to keep a score chart and all that bollocks. And who comes out and that. And whoever the winner is in that, they'll go to the wedding invite.
Yeah, that's better. See, at least there's a nice prize at the end of it, Tim. I like that. That's good. Yeah, even I would have thought of that.
She's everybody say, look, she's on the wacky backy, Sasky. Fuzzy, just use your birthday money to bring more players in. There you go.
Already done. Put deposits on motor signings.
Look at this one. Steve saying, Fuzzy, have you told Donna about your tattoo on your Johnson? Says MUFC most of the time, but Manchester United Football Club in the mornings.
And when it's extra long, you see Ben Johnson written on the top. Signed by Ben Johnson.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Dear me.
Donna's a lucky woman. Oh, God.
Big up Arsenal, medic. Belated evening and family engagement. Couldn't attend the stream earlier. Hope you all well. Hope you are as well in there, and hope you had a good time with the family, etc. Hope you all went well as well. We'll get 90 million from West Ham from Maguire on one per second. Yeah,
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's the quote of the night. That's Arteta's fly, Anthony. Come to shit on you. Yeah.
Yeah. You come to shit on my wishes, yeah. God, but it won't surprise me. It's not the only time. Won't be the first time he's done that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, did you see
first
this?
time
Yeah,
Arteta shit on you.
Shh, Fuzzy, that's a secret.
As Asa said it, yeah, did you see that? You know, City lost to Celtic, didn't they?
Yeah.
4-3.
Yeah.
Hang a pre-season game.
Sorry, Joe.
Well, that's probably why Anthony wants Arteta sacked, because then you can have him all to himself.
No, it's not that. No, I just want him gone. I want him gone. And everybody, do you know what? There was people that wanted him out last season, and then for some particular reason, overnight, they've actually changed their mind, saying, "Oh well, we should give Arteta one more season." Why? I mean, let's have a look. Look at the signings we've done. It's not really improved anything apart from the left back position. And this guy, Cauliflower, who we signed from Italy, right? Let's get this right. Everybody's seen that he had an amazing Euros. He wasn't that great, Yeah, Italy went crashing out of the Euros, and on top of that, he scored a fucking own goal. So that's top quality of £40 million spent there.
It's
So
all good, then, isn't it?
it's all good in the
It's
hood.
all good. I used to say, obviously, interesting games in Chelsea, Wrexham, Arsenal versus Bournemouth tonight.
Chelsea, yes, yeah. Arsenal's got Bournemouth, and then Chelsea's got yeah. So there's a lot of. I noticed there's a lot of stuff going over America, isn't it? Really, like obviously with all these.
Yeah, we're over there as well. Yeah, that fly out will land on your Arsenal shirt and flies hang around shit.
That's all right.
Sassy saying, go Ryan Reynolds. Oh, definitely.
Go Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, I'm actually watching that.
Did you see the landlord? You know, the old publican from the turf.
Yeah,
he's out there already with him.
He's out there with them. Yeah.
There's a picture of him with Rob McAnally, and he pulls his top down like that. He is burnt to a crisp. Poor fuck. Of course. Wow, so there he's not used to that.
Do you know he actually does a podcast in the pub? He brings people on and he's chatting to them, and he does his own podcast in the pub, and they're all there drinking beer. I was watching it on the show, and in the end, it turned from talking football to talking absolute bollocks and swearing. They were all pissed on it. Is that your missus? Yeah. I thought it was her. I knew her before you knew her. Yeah. Ask her if she knows me. They were just ripping the piss literally out of one another.
Arsenal Manic saying, Fuzzy ain't yet the town. He's got to do the show first, Arsenal Manic. He's got his priority set right. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and then point 2 will follow, then point 3 after that, point 4 and point 5.
Fuzzy rocking up Andy Murray tennis gear. You wish. Canadian
Fuzzy
to Murray.
Fuzzy Murray. Sounds like a drink. Isn't it? A cocktail. Oh, I'll have a bloody Fuzzy Murray.
Got him on a tight leash, Manic. See, Anthony, Moss knows. Yeah, Moss is always in the know.
Yeah.
I said off to LA Conky Centre, Edu, MA, we're all there. Yeah, see, he said obviously California. Fuzzy's just confirmed it.
Yeah.
They're saying, like, I thought Don was a fake account, a bloke. I don't know, actually. It could be a guy. Oh, but yeah. I hope Don was not Gavin Plum. Google it.
Gavin Plum. Oh, God, then type it in, Fuzz. Type Gavin Plum in. You know you want to.
Let's do it. It's probably Joe Biden on the burner account.
What the fuck? I'm waiting for it.
Got to want to see Fuzzy's tank top pitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that?
Can we show the viewers?
Yeah. Bloody guy.
Can we show the viewers? Can we show the viewers or no?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, look, there you go, Anthony. Lawrence would like to be part of the fantasy league. We get that organised in. I'll get Anthony to sort that out. I would join Anthony, Tony, Mr. HotFuzz. Got to ask his wifey if he can come out to play.
What was that name? Some Plum?
Gavin Plum.
Gavin Plum. Is it right?
Chelsea 2, Wrexham 2, Arsenal 2, Bournemouth 1. Who knows? Be interesting. Legend. Is this going to be Pep's last season? It possibly could be, Henry. Even he's kind of not saying too much at all, really, on that respects. Evening, Mama Flossie. Hope you're well.
You got some Mama Flossie.
You got Mama.
Ready for a hot night, a night of fun that might just sizzle. Care to join me and I can find out about him if fed out about your tattoo. Jesus.
Nah, my right hand gets exclusive dibs.
Yeah, it was good. I was doing watch along Canada versus Dominican and was watching Celtic 4-3 Man City in North Carolina last night. Brilliant, Moss. I have to look up on that. I'll look out for the new channel. Mama saying happy birthday to your Fuzz.
Thank you, Mama Flossie.
Well gone. Steve, they're all saying hello to each other. Guess who's the groom?
Gavin Plum.
Mama, Donna's getting married. You're invited to the wedding, but out of the panelists, you've got to guess out of which three of us is Donna married. Don't you dare say me.
That's well, no, because she says hello to Henry first of all, and then she says, "I dread to think, Donna." I'm not saying our squad is as valuable as any squad in the world. That means MA success, tip top.
Yeah.
Arsenal saying Southgate has achieved more than Arteta. As best as Southgate was, he reached Euro finals twice, World Cup semi-final once. That trumps anything Arteta. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. I can't see anyone stopping City at the moment. James is saying Liverpool are in transition, and Arsenal in the last two seasons pushed all the way but fell short. Will be more tricky this season.
Has Liverpool signed anybody? So I don't think they have.
No.
They're slow.
What was the thing? What was it? Slot? What did he say? Slot? Fuzzy Slot said something. He evaluating the squad or something.
Yeah, I don't buy that for a second. Evaluating the squad. You mean what you're supposed to do was evaluate the squad when you were pining for the job interview.
Yeah.
When you were being lined up for the job, assessing what you're walking into. And the thing is that you don't really need to assess a squad with Liverpool. You're meant to be pushing for titles. You're meant to be signing players anyways that fit what Slot wants. But for me, I think this is just PR, just for the sake of prolonging how little Liverpool can get away with spending in a transfer window and having a dead July only to spend any money in August time.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Oh well, France have scored. Finally scored.
Oh. Is that
Like a threat.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who the score is actually. Well, I think they're saying Lacazette by the looks of it.
Lacazette.
Yeah, look. Yeah, Lacazette goal for Thierry Henry's France.
Bloody hell.
Did you buy Bristol Rovers jersey for Anthony Quiz victory? Actually, he doesn't know that yet, Aces. Just in his name, waiting for the print to be done on the back with his name on it.
I'll come on national. I'll come on net. But whenever I get it, when the show goes live, I'll literally wipe my ass in it on camera.
How much would actually a Bristol Rovers shirt be?
Well, I won't give no more than 10p for one personally.
You're never too old, Mama Flossie. Don't you dare say that about yourself. Never too old. Mr. HotFuzz, two right hands are always better than one.
Oh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Amputating your right hand.
Who's the priest who's going to marry you both, Donna? Wow.
Is it bad, right, that Bristol Rovers are so in the shit that you go onto their website, go to their shop, click on home kits and adult, you can only buy the home shorts for £12 from last season. There's nothing, literally nothing else on the website.
Yeah. There's nothing worth there, no. Do you know their stadium, their roof is asbestos, the old asbestos corrugated roofing, and when it rains, they get the gazebos out, right? And there's people stood underneath the gazebos as well, so it proves how poorly and crap that team is. And they went out the football league. They went down into the nationwide league as well. And believe you and me, that was a fantastic day. It was absolutely amazing.
City released Oasis fourth kit and training gear range. We'll have to have a look for that one. Yeah, I saw this as well, Steve. Liverpool sniffing around Kudos again. Yeah.
Sniffing around a lot of players, but not doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You can sniff all you want, but you're not getting unless you're Arsenal.
Liverpool trash. As I say, Liverpool waiting for Dutch players to return from their holidays before buying.
Yeah.
You say lots of chances. French keeper doing well. Didn't know because it was still playing. Did he come out of retirement? He must have done. He must have done. Agree, Gooner.
Rolled out
How
onto the
old is
pitch.
he now? Lacazette. What's he now? 33?
Something like that.
34?
About that, yeah.
Mama never ages. Exactly.
Oh, 2-0. Michael Olise.
Wow.
Yeah, 33.
Why that late gone? Is that
33.
Ooh. Should I book Mr. John Terry to officiate our wedding ceremony? John Terry, of all people.
Oh, John Terry.
Ah, you should get Joey Barton to do it.
Joey Barton.
Just specifically to read you out your vows.
Kudos to Liverpool want a caboose. Go on, Lucy, yeah. He was saying Anthony Eze and Lucy to the carpet. Now it makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Fuck it, the Reverend. Yeah.
Okay.
But you would say HotFuzz will be cute though.
Yeah.
I'll be like one of those really weird Middle Eastern arranged marriages. All of that sort of thing.
Like I said, you know, I've spent a bit of money getting some people say happy birthday, Fuzzy, and this one and that. I mean, obviously, I said your name, but for some reason he couldn't pronounce it. But you know, big up to him anyway. So let's another one. Birthday wishes for you.
Everybody gather around the cake, please. Come on, move it. Now, let's go. We're singing the song together. Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brandy. Happy birthday to you.
Who the fuck is Brandy?
I said your name, but for some reason he didn't want to listen. I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah.
You know?
He didn't want to say Fuzzy because apparently he thought he was rude. So he thought he attended the brand.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those coffee mugs where it's like world's best dad, but then it's like you cross out the dad bit and put the correction next to it. It's like, here you go. I've thought about you sincerely. It's like, oh, thanks.
Fucking hell.
Mr. Fuzzy, I always thought I would die a virgin. Oh my god!
You thought right.
You thought right. Oh my god.
Now I have you.
Yeah.
Best Olympic football. It was Argentina and Nigeria in '96. Your friends come back in.
Yeah, freaking fight. He's doing my head in.
Fuzzy's Madonna like a virgin. Oh dear. Well, it looks like you're going to be married forever by the looks of it. They last forever, the marriages.
He do,
Ooh.
Yeah, who the fuck is Brandy? Yeah, water boy.
Yes, yes, Jesus. Yes.
Happy birthday, Madison Gilmore. Yeah. He's so annoyed I'd deck him. I know I've splashed the cash, Moss. That's it. You know, I'm burnt out now. Got to be like Anthony, sell myself in the corner like now. My ball dog in the video.
I got no money. I ain't got no money. I got no money.
Yeah, absolutely, mother. Dog didn't look impressed at all with that. I'm not surprised with that.
No.
Lost for words multiple times tonight. Yes. The dog knows he ain't funny. Jesus. The most beautiful smile. Ah, very nice.
Oh.
Let me go. Intoxicate myself to enjoy Adam Sandler. I was thinking the same, Mama Flossie. The dog was like, what the hell are you doing? Mind you, still doesn't beat that. You know, the Indris, the one who's singing the national, the Star Spangled Banner the other day.
Oh, say, can you see?
Lost for words multiple times tonight.
Can I come to cook you and your parents? Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll answer on that on behalf of Fuzzy. Yes, you can. You can. Make sure there's a nice, lovely slap-up meal. When I mean slap-up meal, I mean a nice, greasy fry-up.
You'd be the biggest disappointment to my parents.
Mr. Fuzzy is a player. He vets every Man United wag. Voice of an angel, absolutely. I want our parents to bless you out. Yeah, that country singer was wild, and yeah, definitely Trip.
Yeah.
Fuck USA, Canada for life. Big up, big up. Henry's asking, steak meal or McDonald's, Fuzzy?
Steak meal.
Yeah.
No, McDonald's is easy, but you know, steak meal, it can't be a proper fillet steak. Medium/medium rare. Nice seasoning to it. With a bit of a garlicky butter sauce on the side. Triple cooked chips.
Yeah, all right, Fuzz. Shut up, mate. You're making me hungry. Right?
Hey, look. Got it all. Can even make a steak meal.
That would be a mistake.
Where have I heard that before?
Well, that's a new one. I used to work at Steak and Bake and McDonald's. I thought there was, I know I've heard of Shake and Bake, but puts hairs wherever. Let me know, Henry, of that. I can regrow this. Let me know, Henry.
Yeah.
Get that.
Guess what? Fuzz is waiting for steak and BJ Day, ain't you, Fuzz? That's what you're waiting for.
Fuzzy likes special sauce on steaks.
Oh my god!
Especially one where I provide my signature. My signature.
Oh.
My signature on the.
Have you ever found a hair in your takeaway or anything like, or anything? You mentioned this, Anthony, didn't you? You had a hair. Did you have a pubic hair or something?
In a kebab, yeah. And I looked at it and I thought, oh shit, I don't want that. So I wrapped it back up, right? So I took the other one and I shouted out to the missus. I went, look, I went, your kebab's down here. And that's true.
It's a bit of an awkward one to explain when you were making out and you transferred the hair back into your mouth. Just was like, we shared this pubic hair together.
Oh.
We go through the pain together.
Anything over McDonald's trip saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't mention the tattoo, Steve saying. I know how to make buttered dried steak. Dried steak? No, I can't have a dried steak.
A bit of moisture to the steak.
Sounds like there could be some tube steak. Oh, what was it? The old Primula cheese spread, wasn't it? You have like shrimp and ham in the old squeezy tube. Does your Man United tattoo for a discount on your steak? Don't show your Man United tattoo for a discount on your steak, Fuzz.
It has one of those barcodes that you can scan.
Yeah.
It's under the foreskin. You have to pull it back to.
Oh god!
Oh, Emily saying I had a hair in my fried breakfast the other day. Eesh.
So fried hair.
Oh god, that's awful. Yeah, that's what he's like though. James, he always thinks of his missus and that. He gives all the decent stuff.
Oh, the best. Nothing but the best for me.
Dirty knacker, yeah. Steve saying, doesn't your missus normally say that to you, Ed? Aces is saying KFC or Burger King than McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's is.
I would say, I don't know.
Burger King.
I prefer Burger King to McDonald's, so I'd have to put Burger King before McDonald's. KFC, I'm partial to have a KFC as well, so I'll go
Have
Burger King, KFC.
Well, put it this way: on the KFC front, have you tried Popeyes?
No.
Nowhere near. It's it's nice. In
Anybody
certain
had
respects,
a,
it's not as greasy as KFC, that's for sure.
has anybody had a
Like
Wendy's?
KFC dry is Miss Millie's. That's very greasy. I find greasy. Miss Millie's.
Mm.
Miss Millie's
That's
what?
definitely
I was
too
gonna
greasy.
Miss Millie's
Too
Minge.
greasy.
So has
You thought
anybody
there was a
actually had
punchline
anything
there,
from
didn't you?
Wendy's?
Let's be honest. You thought there was a punchline.
I did indeed. Yeah, your kebab's down here.
Oh,
It's below the belt line, hon.
yeah.
It's not a dry steak, it's very juicy. I'll take your word for that on that one. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or the guy at the back is picking his nose and rubbing their nether regions. That's disgusting. Oh, I never forget years ago. I think where did we go to? Crete, and I remember there's a restaurant underneath where we stayed, and I think it was 4 days in. We decided we eat there for lunch, and as we were sitting down there, I've looked through. We see the doorway into the kitchen, and it just like reminded me of the old fucking greasy kebab calves. Fucking bloke, big old beer belly, frying the food in that, and the fucking fag in his mouth, and he's picking up the chips with his hand, throwing in. Yeah, that was fucking awful. Jesus Christ, this is bad.
That was a
Was
rip.
you for a left-hander, Steve? Wow, jeez. Big up creepy classics. Hope you're keeping well. Bit late, guys. Is Gabriel leaving Arsenal?
Is who? Gabriel leaving
Leaving Arsenal, the centre back.
Not that I know of, but we did have talks about Saliba, didn't we?
Saliba, yeah.
No, not Gabriel. They just said Saliba, Real Madrid. It was obvious they were going to come sniffing around after the Euros because he had a good Euros. He was he was top defender and he had a very good Euros actually. But listen, it didn't surprise us. But there is talks about we've read it as well. With a certain Eddie Nketiah could be a swap deal at Crystal Palace with Gabe coming our way and Eddie Nketiah going that way plus money. So I think we'll have to give him a
40 million.
40 million or something like that. So
40 million, yeah.
But if that's a true,
no, it's you're supposed to be giving him plus 40 million for Gay.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. Mama Flossie said it's going downhill rapidly, Ross. And Henry says, a bit like Arsenal, Mama. Burger King is the correct answer. Yeah, Burger King's nice, but I mean, that's not cheap these days either, is it? Oh, Burger King.
No, it's not. It's quite dear, actually.
McDonald's is a rip-off, ain't it? Ain't worth it. They're all rip-off these days. I remember when any meal was under £2. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even for a double cheeseburger now, I think it's about like £2.70 or something.
That's right. I mean, I went when we was on holiday, and my missus said, "Oh, I've never had a Burger King." I said, "What? You've never had a Burger King?" So I bought her a burger, and she was eating it. She went, "God, that was lovely." She said, "That's the first time I ever had a Whopper." I said, "You lying cow!" Right?
Oh man. James is saying that I haven't been to KFC, Burger King, or McDonald's in years. Yeah, it is. Exactly. This is the problem there. The takeaways are not cheap anymore.
No.
Go to one of those fast food restaurants a few times a week out of laziness. I think we all do it at some point.
Yeah.
Steve is wild as hell.
Especially when you work in town.
Creepy classics. Eating McDonald's is pointless. It fills you up for about half an hour.
Unless you have a fucking massive order. Like 2 burgers at the very least with some fries. Or help yourself to an entire 20 box of share nuggets.
I prefer a big kebab in my bun. That makes my evening always. And ages to put. Doner kebab is extra hairy.
Extra hairy.
I heard that's the Bristol variants. Bristol variants have got some extra roughage in there. And extra curly too.
Oh God. Oh, blimey. Where's this show going tonight? I'm enjoying it. I don't go for an extra hour.
I'm crying. Absolutely crying. Oh, man.
Oh God.
Oh, dear me.
Oh.
Mr. H, it's called Doner kebab, not Doner kebab, sir.
So I hope one of the Donna special kebabs. One of the ingredients is beef flaps.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Truth. Rather than this beside the bullcrap transfer rumours, I'm like Anthony, sign the contract, put on the kit. Absolutely, Lawrence.
Yeah. Actually, party. Oh God.
It's going downhill fast.
Right.
This is.
Oh, happy birthday, Fuzz. Oh God.
Oh man, that movie's a classic Arsenal man. Is it Nick or Mr. Dick? Oh dear.
Oh
me.
God. Is that where she pulls the bud? It's like what?
Exactly, look there. I remember McDonald's breakfast 99 pence. Try to think what they are now. They're roughly, depends what you want. If you go, and I don't know this off by heart, but obviously a sausage McMuffin meal, you're looking at around about £4.50.
Yeah.
£5 if you want to go for a double. If you go for a double sausage, it's a £5. Yeah, but it's part of Eros, can't remember. Such an old movie. Spot. Jeez. I'll have nightmares and need therapy. I think we all will after all this. Nick got to. Lawrence is laughing. Shall we go together, Henry? Yeah. How many toothpicks you got, Fuzzy? For the hairy kebab.
As many toothpicks as I've got strands of hair in the
bin. Is this a foot long? Wow. Where's the F bucket? Where did you need it? Took me edge of time that laughing. Oh dear. It's funny enough. I remember saying that about Donna and all that kind of stuff years ago when I was a driving instructor in where I come from in East Ham. It used to be a baker's. It shut down and it got taken over. And they had a temporary sign outside on the front of the shop. And as we pulled up by the traffic lights, I looked over the sign and started chuckling. And the pupil looked at me, and all of a sudden I said, "Do you fancy a lame doona?" He went, "Oh, what?" I said, "A lame doona." He said, "What do you mean?" And I pointed to the side. It actually was lame, LAME, DOONNER, lame doona.
Oh.
Fucking lame doona. I dated a girl once. I bought her a doner kebab and she just shoved it straight in her handbag. No wrapper. What the fuck?
Oh my God. It was like, do you know what? Do you remember when I was on the train once because I went for a cheeky Nando's? Can you remember that? Sunday night takeaway. So anyway, Goose and Nando's, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, fucking hell, am I dreaming this? There's actually a gym, and inside the gym, you go into the gym, into the separate bit, And he got a fucking Grex. And I said, what's a Grex doing instead of fucking chips?
A Grex. Wow. That's because you can work it off and put it back on again.
Yeah.
Oh, I literally cried myself. Yeah, we all were at that point. Me too. Mr. HotFuzz, what gift will you give me on the first night of wedding, other than revealing your tattoo?
The hairiest fucking doner kebab I've ever seen.
Oh dear me.
Oh, we've already mentioned it. It says Man United, but then when it rows, it comes and you see the Manchester bit, don't you?
Not a PG show anymore.
Oh God.
Don't care about McDee's anymore.
No. If anything, I've been put off food.
Give Donna my phone number, who Ross is saying. Did you see the queues of 5 hours? 5 hours outside Villa Park yesterday for the home kit launch. Wow.
Mate, Newcastle lot were queuing for longer when they got the Adidas kit launches. Like some of them were queuing since the day before.
That's mad. To be fair, Donna holding that till the wedding night. I did, Henry. You lost a train of thought laughing, so I had no choice in the matter. That one, that just got me. That one. Are you a wedding planner, Mr. E. Ross? I'm the best man, Donna. Hey, you got your best man, Fuzz, E. Ross. Hot Fuzz chocolate. He thinks Tony needs to go to the Premier Channel. Why is the kebab the best day? Because it's always wrapped up in a saucy affair.
Mm.
Creepy Classic says, what were you talking about last week about seeing an ants willy on a building site? You know, they've got 6 legs, right? I used to say you got Godfather Jez as a priest.
Yes.
Why do chocolate hot fuzz lovers always have the best times? Because they know how to keep things warm and gooey.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Too much info. Oh my God. I'd rather talk about the non-signings we've done. Jesus. Oh.
How do you make Donna the kebab smile? You skew it with kindness. Oh dear. Have you seen the recent thing now? Apparently the Premier League, just going off topic from this, is now also one of the associations that want to take FIFA to court because of the amount of games they're trying to get us to play.
No, I haven't heard that thing.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
But the games that you're playing, obviously, you're talking obviously all the cup games, the Premier League, the friendlies as well. It is too many. It's too many games, and it's like for us. I think last season, 38 games in the league. Obviously, I think Saka played about 30 out of all of them, maybe 31. So I was looking. He was because he was out injured for a couple of weeks, wasn't he? And Mikel Arteta put him straight into the squad as soon as he come back, and he wasn't 100% fit. He was like something like 70-80% fit, and he even actually come out and said that. And Arteta said, "I don't care. You're playing. You're in." So if that doesn't tell you that we need a replacement, like a backup from Saka, nothing will.
Yeah. Yeah, as he says here, look, the Premier League have joined with a number of elite European football leagues, including Serie A, League One, and the Bundesliga, to initiate legal action against the world governing body FIFA. The European leagues, which represents 39 leagues and 1,130 clubs in 33 countries, says it's filing a complaint to the European Commission to protect the welfare of players, which is also backed by Global Players Union, FIFPro. Yeah.
About time, I think. It was sort of a retaliating force to stop the businessmen of football pushing more and more and more, jamming loads of more games into your football calendars, and players actually decongesting calendars and actually throwing away more meaningless games improve player fitness, and hopefully reap the rewards for it long term.
Yeah, because I mean, what's added on to here, it's saying that FIFA Pro have said FIFA's decisions over the last years have repeatedly favoured its own competitions and commercial interests and neglected its responsibilities as a governing body and harmed the economic interests of national leagues and the welfare of players. National League and players' unions, which represent the interests of all clubs and all players at the national level and regulate labour relations through collectively agreed solutions, cannot accept that global regulations are decided laterally. But FIFA came back straight away, basically saying the current calendar was unanimously approved by the FIFA Council, which is composed of representatives from all continents, including Europe, following a comprehensive and inclusive consultation, which included FIFA Pro and the league bodies. FIFA's calendar is the only instrument ensuring that international football can continue to survive, coexist and prosper alongside domestic and continental club football. Some leagues in Europe, themselves competition organisers and regulators, are acting with commercial self-interest, hypocrisy, and without consideration to everyone else in the world. These leagues apparently prefer a calendar filled with friendlies and summer tours, often involving extensive global travel. By contrast, FIFA must protect the overall interest of world football, including the protection of players everywhere and at all levels of the game. So basically, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that, that's just,
Yeah.
And as you said, well, when you think about the World Cup, teams are going to increase in that. And obviously, I think it's the Champions League. They're going to go in there and stay in legs. And
there's going to be loads of games in that Champions League. And as we know, the top 16 obviously goes into the next round.
64 teams in the World Cup. Yeah.
64, yeah.
Yeah, that was the interval of half time there. Back to the juicy bits of football, Evening, Q McKell. Yeah, it just
win the dog.
Terence. Yeah,
win the dog. Blame Clarteta more than anyone else, Trip saying. Arsenal Manic. That was a lamest joke. The reaction said it all. Don't need to say where I feel so small. Take care, Lawrence. Again, thank you for a great and entertaining show. You're welcome, mate. Interesting. Good to see you as well.
Lawrence.
Take care, Lawrence. And evening, Jez. Great show you did early on. Evening, guys. Hope you're keeping well, mate.
Yeah, Jez.
Yeah, it was a good
I
show.
got good news. He's actually, I think he sent my mug out today. If he's still in the chat, give me a thumbs up, Jez.
We're all saying hello to each other. Oh, sweet 16.
Change the 1 into a 2.
By the way, Jez, does he know he's actually is he being a priest or what?
Oh, you got to tell him that. Well, maybe she'll do it anyway.
She'll do it. Mum, I'll let you know in the comments, Jez, about you being a priest, okay?
I'm amazed players don't tear their ACLs more often than the extra games they play. Then again, they don't have Souness or Dix to deal with. Maybe he evens it out. It's true. Yeah,
and
those
Roy
players.
Keane.
And Roy Keane, yeah.
And bald Wayne Rooney as well. He was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
But see, it's a part of a game where it's a drop ball, and the referee sort of like he's desperate to take his hand away when he drops the ball. Wayne Rooney kicks the other guy. I can't remember. I think it's a Hull City player. And he rolls off towards the touchline. Another Hull player's going to get it. He's just like, "No, fuck off."
All right, Andy. Now that's like
Scissored him.
Thanks anyway.
If I was 25 years younger, we'd be going clubbing out of a bar tonight. Bristol Rovers tractor mugs.
It's more merch. Well, to be fair, they're probably Jez gets himself 5 Bristol Rovers mugs. He'll have more merchandise stock than the actual Bristol Rovers shop itself. Literally.
Good comment from James here. As much as we complain with players getting paid a lot of money, they ain't robots. Yes, they train a lot, especially for match fitness. Schedules recently is ridiculous, and this is the thing in it. And I suppose there is a lot going on.
If this could be the starting point where football starts to revert itself back to the good old days. This is the turning point. Then we shall see more world-class ballers in our lifetime. Genuine talent, exciting, exhilarating football, not destroyed by stupidity or incompetence, and actual entertaining football.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't going back a while ago in the Premier League, there was something, instead of having like 20 teams, wasn't it something like 24 teams in that?
Yeah, I think it's 24, 22, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something like that. And that was a lot of bloody games in that.
Yeah, especially we had a couple of competitions as well.
Yeah.
Obviously in the Champions League or the Europa, etc. Yeah, it all mounts up. Mr. Jez, Mr. and Mrs. Cullen invites you to the cheekiest wedding of the year. Join us as Donald Cullen's ties are not with the dashing Mr. HotFuzz. Don't miss the fun and festivities on the 6th of September. Wow. That Leeds United team under Ole were dirty as fuck. They weren't they? They were the dirtiest teams you guys saw. Yeah, it's true. They were. Yeah, but that was Ole for you, isn't it? You know, good old thing. E. Ross is saying, would you guys ever think about putting out merch in the future? Just off topic. Well, used to do it with my football team. You know, we used to have the cups, even umbrellas, the whole shebang. Basically, used to do that. Got key rings of the football kit with all the players' names on the back of it.
My merch is right here.
Yeah, it's got it's a metal key ring, plastic, and then you have the actual shirt colours, and you can have your name on the back and your number. So, you know, did all that.
Oh, fair enough. That's good.
Yeah, and then basically, so the umbrella with the club's logo on the umbrella itself, mobile phone cases with the logo of the club on the back of the phone cases. Yeah, you should do all that.
Yeah. I wouldn't do any merch. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. We can do you, mate. It's an easy one. Ace is just do the artwork for you. Your one, you and your tractor. You know, Fuzzy Stag Party is Andrew Murray tennis gear. Yeah, so that'd be the easiest one. So we've got Fuzzy with the tennis racket. No tattoos on the merch.
I'll have to release some of those extendable lightsabers.
Do you remember as a kid, you used to get them kind of stick-on tattoos and that you used to rub the old thing in that and then peel it off and it was on your arm?
Yeah.
We do them ones, Steve. But you know, try to put them ones on. Jesus Christ, let's get that alert a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all about money, nothing else. UEFA, FIFA, the FA don't care about players. Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, FIFA, you know, FIFA's reply back to FIFA Pro just tells you that, it's definitely one of those, isn't it? They just consider themselves. I haven't decided the venue for the wedding. Well,
the Gaza Strait.
Mr. Steve Cox with Gaza Strait. What's a decent wedding venue in London? Yeah, no, I mean, I think if you look at Ross, most kind of doing it. I mean, like Jez does a great line when you look at the actual mugs, even the tops that he's done as well. They look really good as well.
Yeah, I like the top he's got. You know, the white one, the one that his wife made. That was a good top.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Creepy Classics asking, what position did you guys like to play in?
Me, I was right wing when I was playing, and I had a nasty football injury on the pitch. I tore my ligament. Snapped every ligament in my left knee, and I was in plaster for almost 4 months. Came back, and I wasn't the same. And I packed up playing at 35. So if that was 35, I think that was around about 20. When I was in my late 20s, I had the injury. Wasn't the same. I on too much, because I always loved playing, and so basically, I thought I'll do up to 35, and then I'm done.
I've just seen the answer as well from a certain person. Fuzzy, what position did you play in?
I used to be a striker, but found out I wasn't very talented at it. So then I was stuck in missionary.
Well, no wonder you two are matched in because look, Donna's exactly the same.
Exactly.
For me, I was more defender myself, but with 2 left feet, unfortunately. But that was where I was.
Oh, like West Ham now.
Cheeky bastard.
And he has 2 right hands as well. Donna's looking for that.
You can have a little mini David Moyes trophy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Steve. Royal Albert Hall, Donna. There you go. Winning. Have you winning in there? Evening, Darren. Hope you're keeping well. Good to see you, mate.
There goes Darren. Where's Saren?
Saren Dulliford, yeah. Steve is on fire tonight. He definitely is. Oh my God. Donna kebabs after the stag night.
Yeah.
This is a family stream, Donna. Yeah. The Emirates wedding venue. Jess can do the DJ. Right back. It's reaching the finishing line. County it tends to get bottled. Arsenal mate saying I couldn't play football. I just stood in defence and fouled. Best way. Especially when one of those tricky wingers. That's how his injury, no doubt.
Yeah. Definitely.
James said, never played for a team, but in schools always played at centre back, mainly because I wasn't the quickest. Yeah, but you had knowledge up here, James, didn't you?
Yeah.
Big up you. Big up to you, mate. Good to see you on there. Good show with Jez early on today as well. Good show you did, mate. Big up, lads, and happy birthday, Fuzzy.
Thank you. Yeah, see?
They were saying hello.
See, I was quick in the feet, but I wasn't. Well, I was quick in the feet, but I wasn't quick up here. I was born slow. I was born in deficit.
Born slow. Can't stand Arsenal, just support the fans, Anthony. Steve said, mate, just exploded. Fuzz and Donna made for each other.
You sure you didn't try one of Donna's special kebabs then?
Oh, dear me. Saren Delavan. Even into Saren Delavan. Creepy Classic saying, happy birthday, Fuzzy. Saw his Soz fella, missed half the stream. No worries.
Thank you, Creepy Classics.
He tossed Yeti. Yeti's seeing this channel on fire when Donna's gone. Where's Donna? Big up, Ravi. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you.
Big up, Ravi.
Ravi saying, question, thoughts on PSR also deducting points?
Here's what it is.
I think, unfortunately, it seems to be here to stay. I think, unfortunately, it ain't going away. That's for sure. I think there's more to it. I think there's more to come, isn't there? You know, and not just the clubs.
So obviously that's different to obviously the FFP as well. So with FFP, financial fair play can deduct your points. Is this what PSR? That's another thing equivalent to FFP. Is it that can also?
Well, I think this is what I think this is what it's actually kind of replacing it. I think, isn't it? Because it's changed. It's what changes this season, doesn't it? It changes.
Right. Yeah, I think I may have read somewhere along the lines of that. I wasn't interested because I'm not interested in FFP and financial fair play and all this and that. I could put that and VAR in the same category and just throw it in the bin, personally.
Yeah, I think we ain't going to see the end of it. I think we're going to see a few more clubs going to face up to this. You know, it'll be interesting. Roby saying, smash up the likes and subscribe. Thank you very much, mate. And also to the other content creators on the panel, as well as into the chat as well, please. Everybody away from me, hopefully. Yeah, absolutely. I played left wing, but got a long-term injury. Well, sorry to hear that. Just saying happy birthday, Fuzz.
Thank you, Jez.
See you more like Walcott. I think that's aiming to you there. Oh, he would love your beard. Oh, blimey. I play striker and goalkeeper and total destroyer. I did what Keane wouldn't get away with. Yeah, I remember hearing some of his stories of what he used to do.
Yeah, he never used to kick the ball. He used to kick the people, didn't he? Yeah, play on. Refs, that wasn't foul. It happens.
He used to get studs in people's faces that many times. Literally leaves the feet leave the ground, both feet in the air, karate kick straight through someone's throat.
That's the best way.
If the pitch was not red by the time he had his games to finish, it was not a good game.
My forward did that one time. We played Liverpool Supporters Club. He kicked him straight square in the throat. Fucking hell. And there's a double header as well. He got sent off in the first game. Referee said, it's up to you, want to play him in the second game. I said, yeah, I'm still going to play him. Got that trick, so it paid off in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Big up Fuzz on the birthday, Ravi's saying as well.
Thank you, Ravi.
Mr. Steve Cox, what about all comes in the territory of Tottenham? And they're yet to see any victories, more than guaranteed to be victorious. Yeah, I think you need to know your geography.
Yeah.
As Steve says, life's a gamble, don't it? Wouldn't be surprised if we get a points deduction again. It'd be interesting, James. I mean, this is where there's a good question for you there, James. I mean, Dyche, is he staying around, or is he? Because I did see a thing. He might even walk as well.
If he does, I hope he gets an England job, because I give that to Lee Carsley. I can't think of anything worse.
Yeah, but they're talking about what you call it, isn't they? Interim manager as well. That they're trying to hang out for Pep by all accounts.
Oh, right.
Because he said, sorry, Bas, go on, Fuzz.
Would you take the temporary pain of Lee Carsley then if it meant you got Pep the next year?
No.
No. I think whatever manager comes in, it's a good team there anyway. He's just got to get the balance right within that England team. Personally, I think Sean Dyche would do well. I just don't want a yes man in charge of England, because that's what they've all been. They've all been yes man. They should be allowed to do it their own way.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it would be the next World Cup's in 2026, so you'd still have another year with Pep in charge before you go into tournament football again. So timing would work, but yeah, it's just you can't trust the FA to actually not fuck around.
Absolutely.
Trying to appoint somebody.
Yeah, they've got to get it right at the end of the day, haven't they? Simple as that. And I think that's the worrying concern at the moment, is that.
Yeah.
Creepy Classics. I really need to set up another YouTube channel and change my profile name. I just can't be asked there for now. That's fine. You'll think of something. Yeah, we could all. Yeah, you're alluding to Forest. Forest could also get some further ones as well. Don't want to risk my winning with the love of my life. Ravi saying, question: did you guys rate the player manager? Doesn't always work, does it? Doesn't always work. There's only rare exceptions. You see some do work, but yeah, the majority of the time it doesn't work at all.
Well, just any player manager.
Yeah.
Basically,
it didn't pay off. It didn't pay off for our ex footballer. If you remember, Paul Merson, he was the player manager of Walsall, and it didn't work for him. Because obviously you got his number 2 shouting out orders on the line. Then you had Merson saying his bit, and obviously the mix up between them three, obviously with the club captain as well, because he was captain. Merson was captain as well, and when he got stepped off, he used to bloody give it to the other guy, and he was a captain on the pitch. So that it didn't work out. Player manager never works out at all.
Okay, that sounds like write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Merson, Wayne Rooney at Derby County, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's that as well.
For a year. That
didn't go well either, did it?
No.
I want a guaranteed victory, man. Referee, he's saying, "Come on, ref, arm will grow back." His arm will grow back. Yeah, he'll be fine. Just like Cantona.
Our goalkeeper's a surgeon. He'll stitch it back on.
Just make sure plenty of kebabs available and you can't go wrong. Look at me at the Etihad, but would blimey. Ref, a broken leg will heal. Let me stay on. I'd love to see some of these games with him playing. I tell you that now. I could just see it. And I can just imagine the face as well when he's putting that challenge in. Creepy classics. I played in defence, and my dad used to call me the Beast of Barcelona. I only started fouling them, though once he drove me into the car park at training. I remember, was it now? South East London. The player got sent off. He went back to the car park, jumped in his car, and then fucking raced on the pitch and ran the referee over.
Sounds like proper Brazilian football, that does.
Yeah, he fucking come flying on the pitch of that, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, got him, got arrested and done. Don't have any fans, Donna. He headbutted my foot ref, for fuck's sake. They joined United. Mr. HotFuzz, can you ask the Glazer if we get metal? James saying, I think Dyche will stay. With this takeover news all over, yeah, that's the thing as well, isn't it, James? With this takeover news all over the place, we can't afford to ask around getting another manager in where there's no one fully in charge. Yes, that's another thing. You know, look at Everton. No one wants to buy him. Every time they get another group coming in and that, they pull out at the last minute.
Yeah.
Mr. What's your thoughts on Old Trafford as a venue? Wear flippers and wetsuits. Yeah, that's true. Arsenal, he was. Yeah, Dennis Wise was a player manager and all.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh, who was that for?
Who did he go to? Was it Millwall? Was it Millwall?
I think it might be Millwall, actually.
Yeah, I think it was one of them, wasn't it? Fan of Lee Castley, underrated when he was at Everton, but the England job is way too soon for him. I think he will come down to Potter or Pochettino. Yeah, I think it will be one of those. Player manager is fine as long as he has light bulbs. 100% on that. You know. Mr. Steve Cox at a rain party wouldn't sound so cool, but I'm just worried I won't be able to last long if I get wet next to me. Jesus Christ.
Right. What the fuzz? But if you need to come off the show at any time, me and Tim could take over. It's not a problem. You know,
I just need to do this.
Please subscribe if you're new to this channel. You won't regret it. Weddings included, apparently. You know.
Yeah. Oh my God, Buzz. Jesus, that sounded so dodgy.
Yeah, that sound Alan Glenn at Chelsea many moons ago. Yeah. Arteta her out.
Yeah.
Didn't Merson get Walsall promoted to the Championship? I think the only time in their history, or maybe I'm getting him mixed up with someone else. I'm trying to read now.
So?
Merson at Walsall promoted to the Championship.
I'm not too sure. I know he was a player manager there, and then it just went downhill from there. That's all I can remember. You know, and obviously he got sacked. I'm not too sure if he got. If he did, fair enough. But I don't recall promotion. I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me in the chat, but I can remember it taking tips up towards the end.
Well, here's the exception, I suppose. Look, as James has put here, Kenny Dalglish, player manager, and same with Gianluca Vialli.
Yeah.
Yeah, two good ones there. I mean, yeah, rest in peace, Vialli. Ravi's got a question for you, Fuzzy. Is Zubamendi the answer for United?
If he's the answer, but he would be a good answer. A very good answer. Yeah, proper, a bit more of a classic 6, like an actual natural 6 on the pitch. Yeah, come on to replace Rodri in the team. Does the same sort of job as Rodri. So if City have a player like that, then sure, like we'll have a player that plays a similar sort of role. Plus, then you can stick Hobby Minu next to him, a ball carrier.
Oh my God!
Send him up the pitch.
Oh, blimey! I can see there being little Fuzzmeisters after this.
In more ways than one, yeah. Too. Like on the pitch and off the pitch, if you don't pull out Trust me, it could be very costly.
I think he's on about something else.
Yeah, I know.
That's all
Trippers,
he's like.
Yeah, as
Trip
well.
Vic's got to go. Or Trip Vic saying, I've got to pull out. We'll catch the rest later. Idiots here want me to work. I like you, Trip. Thanks for being in the show. Thanks again, mate. Thanks for your comments. James is off as well. James, thanks for coming in there and your comments. Mufflers, take care. Happy birthday, Fuzz. See you soon. Yeah, see you soon as well.
Thanks for coming, James.
Now they're all pulling out.
Tony loves Donna comment out. It's the other comments I'm loving, Ross, I must admit, especially the one earlier on. Oh dear, take care. You too, Mama. Good. Take care, James. Bye, James. Mr. HotFuzz. That sounds like you're shaking a rub or something. Oh, fuck. Diet James. Why did the chocolate HotFuzz get all the dates? Because it knew how to melt hearts and heat things up. Fuzz walking down the altar, glory, glory, Man United. I think Tony Woodcock was a player manager in Germany, underrated Arsenal player. He looks so good in good old highlights. Yeah. Remember him, Anthony?
I did Woodcock. Yeah, I think it was. I think Jez actually spoke on him when he was doing his history about the club, about Arsenal Football Club. I think Jez brought up his name as well. Oh, God, what is it saying? You said goal. What's this? Donna what?
Imagine the little fuzzy Donnas running around.
Oh, wow.
Everybody on the internet is getting harassed if that happens. Harassment charges left, right, and centre. Restraining orders, the fucking lot. You name it.
Sarah Dullivis is here. Not pulling out very costly. Just ask Carl Walker.
No.
Wouldn't they be cute? Oh shit! Yeah, he's saying worst thing is when you stay in too long and something comes calling you daddy. Yeah, no man. Revy's saying early doors. Thoughts on how your manager would do against the Ipswich Town or the Prem in away games. Well, if it was under Moyes, I'd say we'd either draw or lose the game. With Lopetegui and that, it's probably a different story. I'd say we'll see how it goes on that one. But yeah, I think if it was Moyes, I think we'd struggle. Lopetegui, we might have a different story. Mr. HotFuzz, why should we? Oh, geez, Johnson.
No, I'll name it Anthony Herbert.
Fuck you.
Glory splash, man splash, United splash. Ravi's got a question for you, Anthony. How do you get timber in this team with that stacked defence you have already?
Well, the trouble is, though, you're not going to replace Ben White. He's going to be right back. Saliba and Gabriel, they'll be staying at the back there. Depends how Cauliflower gets on. You know, if he's going to be good. If not, I think it's going to be rotational between him and Timber. Some people have said Timber might not play left back, but I can't see why, because he can play pretty much along all that defensive area from right back to centre back to left back. Listen, I'm not worried. If he does better than Cauliflower, I'll be better. It's fine. As long as you don't go inverted like Shevchenko, that is one thing I don't want. I just want to see both flanks this season coming. I want to see both attacks down both sides, not all one-sided on the right-hand side where Saka is. So that's we've got to get that sorted out. We've most probably, after we addressed it, only time will tell when this Italian player comes in and starts playing games. So until then, we can't really see anything on.
We'll call Arteta ball stroke football because it's all lopsided.
Well, it depends. It depends if he's going to get any more signings as well. Arteta says so.
Fucking hell.
I'll probably take.
I think at Man United, though, you can spend as much money as you like. You need a good coach, otherwise you just end up with a massive wage bill.
Well, we need to gut out the wage bill.
I think what they're doing, they're recruiting well this season, Man United. But I do think the following season, I don't think you're going to get a lot of players in the following season. Because somewhere along the line, it will sting you eventually about the buying power. Look at us last season with Declan Rice, 100 million. We ain't going to spend that on a player, not until a few years down the line.
I think it works out opposite, because where we're close to PSR, our biggest problem is that there's not much money to sort of spend within regulation. Whereas if we're freeing up those budgets, that's accumulating less payment going out across the season, meaning that our spend overall by the time we get to the tail end of next season will be way less than what it was this season, meaning that our PSR regulation, instead of being this close, you're actually about that far. So you got that much room to play around with in terms of expense. Yeah. Plus with our financial reports, I know we're sat in negatives at the moment, but I think with other money saving schemes that they're doing at the club, I think overall that should turn the reports more into club making net profits rather than negatives or losses. So I think overall next summer should be a better, dependent on how good a job they'll do this summer with reducing seasonal expenses. And I think that's probably what this summer is, priority number one to get us competing financially on a level playing field, is to free up the dead weight expenses that take up all the money and don't provide you with anything in return.
Yeah, they could do. Yeah. I just feel that you might be surprised next season with the amount of money you've got coming in, and obviously if you say what I said, if you spend near 200 million, because I mean you were going to start off with, I think it was a region of about, was it 70 million, something like that this season?
Well,
United?
Supposedly about that from PSR regulations, yeah.
I mean, you spent over that now, haven't you? Or have you really spent
about 25 mil so far? Because the payments that we've made for transfers, we're paying the rest of it off over following years.
Yeah.
Seems to be the big thing. You actually say, Anthony, what the hell is Tommy Esso made of? Glass? He's another one that needs to leave.
Well, he hasn't gone to America. He's injured, and also is Kieran Tierney. He's injured as well. So they both haven't gone to the friendlies over America. But it does make you think. We know that Kieran Tierney is not in Arteta's plans, so we don't know what's going on there, whether he's going to leave and how much he's going to leave for. Tomiyasu, is he really injured? Is this another one that it could be doesn't fit in Arteta's plans? So we'll see. But he didn't do too bad playing left back last season, and also Kivior as well. There's talks about Kivior going as well, leaving our club. So we don't know. There's a lot of speculation going around our defence, and obviously other players leaving. My only concern is we need to get rid of some of these players that we don't need at our squad. I'm going to be honest with you, Tim. I said it earlier on Jez's channel, actually. I mean, Leicester City's gone in for a loan with an option to buy for Reece Nelson. I mean, we could have sold him for you lot for about 25 million. So he's an academy player. That's made money anyway, So obviously, I just think our club is actually Ramron. To be honest with you, I don't think they got a clue with what they're doing.
As Yeti's saying here, look, get rid of Nketiah and give Havertz a 14 shirt is the answer. Not sure what the question is, though.
No, exactly.
Question for all three from Ravi. What style best suits all your attacks? It's like a new thing for us at the moment, that's for sure, because obviously with Lopetegui coming in, we're still yet to see what style of play he's going to be doing. We've only played 2 friendlies and a 2-2 draw and 1-0 against a nationwide team. It's hard to tell where we're going to go yet. I mean, where do you see, Ten Hag with the new signings? Fuzz, what do you think what they're going to do?
I think probably closer to what Ten Hag would want. I think the style in which he wants to play is more high line, but the profile of centre back he's got are slow, not a lot of pace. They sort of camp deeper lines of defence. So essentially, you've got players that have to play deeper than what they should be playing as, instead of further up the pitch, so that the system actually operates more effectively further up the pitch. But we're stretched with guys like that at the back. So I think that what we're trying to do is get players that can move the defence further up the pitch, so we're positioned higher, so that it gets better results from then the transition through midfield into attack. And I think after that, it should be a much more sort of domination, possession-based style of football, high press, so you turn over the possession if you lose it, high up the pitch. And I think that's why it's imperative to have somebody like a Zubimendi who can press, or an Agate, press high up the pitch, win the ball back, and then recycle possession again. That's how Man City under Pep was doing it. I don't think as of recent times, but as what he's done various years in the past, win the ball high up the pitch by pressing high, and you have your defensive line. So if somebody has to make a counter attack, they've got to move further. Plus, there isn't free space in the middle because the team's much higher up. But I think that's what we're trying to do with the signings. Whether we will actually get all the players we need to do that, we'll have to see. But if we do get it, then maybe it works a treat. Maybe we just become Ange Postecoglou 2.0, white under the nose and high on lines.
I mean, Anthony, where do you see Arteta changing the system this season? He's got to obviously kind of go all out, isn't he, to try and win the league and that. I mean, I know you were saying the other day about Rice giving the number 8 position, or shirt, shall I say? So what's he looking
at? I read it. He should. There may be changes to the squad, alterations to the teams where players are going to be playing this, that, and the other. Whether it happens, I don't know. It's until the actual season starts. I mean, you look at it. I mean, the best attack when answering Ravi's question. I mean, you've got Saka on the right. If it was me, I would go with Trossard. I think Martinelli was poor last season. So obviously signing this left back, it might help out on the left-hand side. If not, Timber could play there. In all fairness, Jesus is just going to be a bench warmer. I can't see us getting a 20-goal striker this season. I can't. So I think it's going to be Kai Havertz again up front in that surrounding area. I can't see any other option. It's just it baffles us as Arsenal fans. We read one thing and another thing happens, but mainly the people think it's for the good. But it's like the likes of me, Jez, and people that spits facts about our club. It is for the worst potentially. So
yeah.
Yeah,
he was saying, you see these arseholes apparently tried to put in a 50 million price tag on Nketiah. I pissed myself laughing. This is the problem.
That ain't gonna happen. That's stupid. I mean, I would let him go even if it was 20. Do you know what I mean? You just get rid of him. He's 100 grand. He's gone. He's 100 grand off the wage bill. I mean, Gabriel. It's like what I said. You got him and Reece Nelson both on 100 grand. One of our star centre backs, Gabriel at the back, he's on 100 grand as well. I'll be asking for a wage rise because I'm sorry. I'll be saying, hang on, you've put me on the same wages as these two. They can't even get the team. I'm first choice centre back. Shouldn't I be on more? So do you know what I mean? But unfortunately, you haven't done that. But it just makes me think we should be offering a contract to that player and saying, well, look, this is what's happening. Here's a contract for you. Even if he gets an extra 50 grand a week, you put him up to 150 or something like that, round about there. You want to keep hold of these players. So you don't really want to let them go. But teams
I
will
get
come
that.
sniffing around. If we
Of
don't
course they
win
will do.
nothing, teams
Oh,
will come sniffing around our top players. I'll
They're
tell
going to
you
want,
that now.
they're going to want to pick the bones of your club, aren't they? Simple as that.
Exactly.
And it'll be funny. Are the players going to want to stay on because they want to move on?
Exactly. And who have we got thanks for that? Mikel Arteta and Edu.
Yeah, Creepy Classic saying, I can't really explain my theory in the chat, too few words, but I still think Arsenal lost the league last season because Arteta doesn't rotate. Think about the catalyst for Arsenal's turnaround. Well,
you know what? I think that's a little bit of what's maybe in the pipelines for Arsenal, because Pep's trying to do this back four with 4 centre backs. Maybe Arteta's looked at it, it's like, oh, guys, Pep's updated the system. We've got to do the same now. Get 4 centre backs. Maybe that's why he's chasing Calafiori. Needs a centre back to play in left back, and Mr. Versatile can play there.
Be interesting to see what's going to go on there. I mean, like, you know, he's saying about Nottingham Forest. Look, we're balling at the moment. Very excited for the season. The one-touch passing is sublime. This is what, you know, I think this is what they're looking at for at the moment. They managed to stay in the Premier League, so let's hope they give it a go this season. You know, especially with that comment, that should be an exciting time for Forest fans.
Yeah,
I can remember LVG's
Great Uncle Bulgaria.
I can remember LVG's first pre-season. Like we literally took a team with Welbeck, bloody youth Jesse Lingard, and Tyler Blackett, and were playing better tiki-taka football than Barcelona and Real Madrid. We absolutely ripped them apart.
Apparently the afterbirth.
Tonti's the afterbirth. No, he's a stillbirth.
Oh.
Possession base for us at last. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting, Steve, to see what's going on there. I've got to go over a lot of the. I've got to have a go at all of them, Steve. Leave alone Fuzzy for a bit. Yeah, absolutely. So nowhere near ready for the pre-season. That's bad, then, Henry. If that's the case. Anthony is like the orphan asking for more porridge.
Oliver. Yeah.
Oliver.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have some more?
Yeah,
No.
Please, Arteta, can I have some more? Anthony, when Trossard starts, who does he link up best with?
Well, you've got to think. You've got that in the middle of the pitch as well. You've got Trossard there. You've got Havertz up front. Odegaard's in midfield. And Saka, it just breaks it all up, really. It's literally is something more exciting from the left-hand side of the pitch than what Martinelli was. Martinelli feels like he's lost a yard of pace. We mentioned it. Somebody put it in the comments. I think he always looks down at the ball, doesn't he? He never looks up and sees who's there, so he can get a cross in or a decent pass or whatever. So
yeah.
I think if he links up with anybody, I think it's the guys actually in the midfield that comes up for the attack. So you're talking Odegaard, maybe a Declan Rice, you know, when he crosses those balls into the middle, and that's that. I mean, I like to see Kai Havertz more lurking around that 6-yard box, to be honest with you, because the shot, he hasn't really got a shot on him, has he, Kai Havertz? You know, he hasn't got a powerful shot on him. Doesn't really score from outside the area. So he's, in all fairness, he should be like a Gary Lineker, what I used to call a typical goal hanger for you know, just hanging around waiting there, being a threat, as I would say.
The problem is, though, Anthony, I mean, like, you know, I'll link up with what Yeti said here. You asked far too much for mediocre players, because not being funny, I mean, that comment you're saying about Havertz, I mean, you just got to look at the Euros. He wasn't exactly great in that, was he?
He wasn't exactly the greats on that. He didn't set things flying a light on there, did he? I mean, he scored the penalty, but that was it, like, sort of thing. But it's not the Kai Havertz is not the answer. Kai Havertz is, to me, he's a bench warmer. Bring him on in the last 30 minutes of the game and see what he's produced within inside that 18-yard box. We do need a 20-goal striker if you want to do something. But and a backup from Saka, that's the main ones.
Well, just going on from that, you know, take 20 million for Yeti and Ketia and run like a motherfucker. Excuse my language. And Ravi's saying, will Nketiah take a pay cut though, even though he should?
He probably would. If it means him playing first team football, whether it's Wolves, Fulham, Crystal Palace. I mean, there's talks of him going to Marseille as well. You know, but
that's a loan, isn't it?
And Barcelona, I read Barcelona as well, but I didn't think he hit Barcelona. Why the hell would Barcelona want Eddie Nketiah?
No, not Barcelona. A loan to Marseille.
Well, whatever. I'd rather get shot with him, to be honest with you. Just sort of like.
That's the thing. Those players, they're the players in that sort of position in your squad. The ones that you should be cashing in on, getting them off your books because they're not good enough to be first team. And you buy the players that are, or the players that you have got the talent to, build them into being those sort of first team players. But instead of actually selling them, you only loan them. And then you get them back, and then you loan them again, and then they're back, and you loan them again, then they're back. Oh, your deals were expired. Now you're a free agent. So you don't cash in.
Yeah. Got to go, guys. Big up chat. Great show. Thanks, mate. Good seeing you as well. Just sort of after you, Fuzz, because I see you come through here and this is where you're saying, like, you was mentioned about mediocre players, and you said about cashing in, etc. Considering they've only met him, I think it's one season. Villa have just confirmed the departure of Moussa Diaby to Al Etihad. Yeah. And I think that was that for 60 million?
Yeah. I think they're doing business as well. They've got Barkley going back to his old team, his old club, innit? At Aston Villa. So, do you know what I mean? I mean, the best sign I think is Barkley of what they've done.
Yeah, I think
the guy. He's not just a baller, but he's one of those. He covers so much area of that pitch. Well-timed tackles, passing the ball as well. I think that's what Villa was missing in that midfield sort of thing. But listen, they've signed. What have they signed now? Is it like 4 players now?
4 players. I think they've spent a total of. I think they've made some top the between 150, 160 million they've spent so far on players.
Yeah.
But if they can do that with a player they only just got last season, then they can bid him off, cash in on that. That just shows you that there's some ambition there. If they're not afraid to, and he's not a bad player,
And look how much Douglas Luiz went to Juventus for. And we wasted the whole January transfer window on side trying to sign him. Do you remember that? Going back 2 years ago or so. So it's likewise, and they wanted 100 million. But with that now, I think what how much did he go for in the end? Was it something stupid, like 30 million, wasn't it?
30 million, I think it's roughly that kind of price. Yeah. No, it's about 30 million. They're just, I don't know, just mad.
Yeah.
They're just saying like Juminho, it's good to see him in here as well. Ravi's got another question for you, Fuzzy. How good will Højlund be at United?
Not that good, to be honest. He's just been given the bloody number 9 shirt today, and not that great.
Yeah,
I think he's not a player, right, that has got the ability to progress much as a player, to really change or level up his game at all. Very straightforward type finisher in the box. A sort of player that you'd probably see get signed by probably not even a Brighton, probably something like a Crystal Palace. Like how Mateta is for Palace, the type of player he is. That sort of profile of striker is probably the quality that a Crystal Palace would sign and rotate with their other strikers there. But he came in as a Man United, the sole number 9. And what's crazy to think about is he scored 10 league goals, right? He scored 7 of those 10 league goals in 6 games, I think it was, or 6 in 7 games. That means he scored about 4 goals for the rest of the season.
Jeez.
So what you saying in this, Buzz? You reckon that was too dear for him? His price tag, what you paid for him, it was like 70-some million, wasn't it?
Yeah, PR, like the whole of last summer, just thinking about it, was just the biggest PR operation ever. Sign a young player, ignore the price tag, guys. He's the future. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Mason Mount, English midfielder, number 7 shirt. PR disaster. Andre Onana, piss off the current goalkeeper, kick him out the club in disgraces, bring this guy in, say he's going to revolutionise our play style, and ends up being probably one of the worst form-based goalkeepers out of everybody in the league. Biggest PR disaster last summer, Manchester United. At least this summer, it's not about PR. It's actually about trying to do what's fucking right for a football club. So, hopefully, all the PR signings we've ever made are the ones that end up leaving. Problem is then we've got Murto Madness still doing damage to the club from beyond the grave, much like the Greenwood deal. Because I don't know if you guys have heard, but for some fucking reason, Richard Arnold and John Murto thought they were super smart by including in a loan deal, by the way, to Getafe, a loan deal, a sell-on clause to them as well. So it's not if we sell a player or sell the player to another club, they get a clause. No, when Marseille sell Greenwood on, the 50% clause we get, Getafe have the rights to request 20% of it.
Cool, 20%. Jesus.
What fucking world is John Murto and Richard Arnold living in to put that deal or that clause in? What fucking world? There's literally no point. It's like, yeah, we're going to stick a clause in here. It absolutely does nothing for us, but it's literally like Edu paying a club, right? Even though he was offered for free. We'll give this player to you for free. No. Take 3 million. Good relations. Have no business ties afterwards, though.
Jesus. Oh.
The absolute skullfuckery going on out here.
Well,
thank God those guys have been run out of town, though.
I was going to say, now they've all gone. Hopefully, you can see a bit more positivity going on there. Like, well, as we know with Arsenal, as E. Ross is saying, ESR as well. What the hell makes him $40 million? Didn't get a sniff last season. Should take the 25 to 30 million and from Fulham and call it a day. You said about earlier, Anthony, Reece Nelson, the same thing. You know, keeping all the players like that.
Yeah, I like Smith Rowe. I didn't really personally. I didn't really want him to go. I would like him to give him another chance. But listen, this is Mikel Arteta. He's not going to pick him in the squad. So, in other words, if it means that Smith Rowe to leave, let's say Fulham, and play first team football, and not being funny, the age he's at, if he can play really well, and then we'd probably get pulled up to an England squad. That guy has actually got potential. I mean, be honest, Tim. Would you take Smith Rowe at West Ham?
Absolutely. I'll take
there you go. So, I mean, I'm not thinking of the Arsenal. I'm not thinking of the football club anymore. I'm thinking of the player.
Go think of the player, haven't you?
Yeah, and if it improves his football skills and his ability, go, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, look, they're just Jorginho kindly put up the 8 players they've signed already, Villa.
And that's before, it's before getting into proper pre-season as well.
Yeah, I've got that one from Everton. Yeah,
8 players. Meanwhile, Arsenal signed or signing 1.
No, don't forget the keeper as well. Oh, 3, 2 keepers.
I'll never see a ball of first team football ever get kicked.
Yeah.
You late joiners have missed a very professional show. Top notch. Well, it's not been bland, that's for sure, Steve. Jimmy is saying Highland doesn't get the service he deserves. He's easy, he gets 15 to 20 if he had competent players around him. Bruno is the only player around him who's somewhat consistent and not selfish. This is a good comment. Early doors, which players do you think deserve more game time at the Hammers? I think we might say a bit more from Earthy.
Ben Johnson. Oh, wait.
Ben, yeah. I mean, the one player that I think should be on the way out is Cornet. I mean, he's just not had the luck at all. He should be gone. So I think if you look at it, our bench has been weak, though, Ravi, to be honest. So with what we've got coming in, it'll be interesting to say it's seeing what Lopetegui's got up his sleeve with what he's going to put out there. I'm not going to go by anything with the friendlies because friendlies are just that. You're just going to try players out to see what they can actually do. But at least he's giving some of the academy players a bit of a chance in friendlies. Irving scored a good goal, for the 1-0 win against Dagenham Redbridge. But I think it's seeing the other players we've got coming in. The only signing last season that wasn't for PR was Anana. Anana was a good keeper at Inter. That was more of a tactical signing than a PR signing, Tremino is saying. And Johnny Evans, a former academy player, coming back at the age of 35, another PR signing.
Easy deal for homegrown quota bullshit.
Yeah. Mama saying about the show, it's all gone serious now, Henry. Trying to talk some football, well, kind of.
It was meant to be. It started as a football show, and then we started talking about curly pubes and doner kebabs.
Well, that's what Henry says here. If you see puddles in the chat, it's because we've been pissing ourselves laughing at Donna. Where did the phone go? I blinked and missed it. Professional. Yeah, went with Donna. Donna took all the comedy era with him. The elements all gone. It's all footy talk now, Henry. We need the innuendo chat back.
Yeah.
I know. Tony will get new subscribers, I hope. Not for the smutty innuendos, hopefully, Henry.
No, he gets subscribers, but just not for the reasons that he thinks.
Smith Rowe, too injury prone, missed too many games. No thanks. I don't know, Steve. I mean, I think the injuries, and I think also something to do with the manager.
Yeah, remember, it's Arsenal. They have terrible injury records usually.
Evening Pepsi Pack. Didn't expect this show to be going live another hour.
Yeah,
anything for you, Pepsi. Big up Scooby D2. Evening getting Celtic. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a good game for them.
The start of many losses for Man City this season.
Excuse me. Creepy Classics. Mateta scored 16 goals last season in the league, 19 competition. He needs service though. Yeah. There's a see more from him. Pepsi only just started talking football, really. Yeah, you've missed all the meaty stuff, especially the hairy kebabs. Maxwell Cornet still at West Ham. Yeah. Well, the second one to that Jaminio and that has got to be Calvin Phillips.
He played in that City game, by the way. He was on the team.
Wow.
The team feet that played against Celtic. That's probably why
Jaminio,
they lost.
who? Yeah, blame Calvin. Steve Cox, exactly. But this has been awesome, even. Thanks, Emery. I hope you enjoyed it. Scooby D2, I hear you were sniffing around Somerville. You don't want him. Well, for 20 or 25, maybe. But for the silly money they want, nah. Yeah, we're one of many clubs that are looking at Somerville. I think there's Spurs or Newcastle, one of the two are looking at him as well. I think there's Liverpool. Yeah, there's a few clubs looking at him. Might kind of turn the player's head though, unfortunately. Injury something to do with the manager. Arteta kicking him in trading. Probably,
yeah. Or his training method that's injuring him, or our players, one of the two.
He was saying, Anthony, I like ESR as well. Potentially saved Arteta his job if you think about it a few years ago. But now Arteta won't even look this way. Yeah, easily forgotten with Arteta.
Easily forgotten. And to be honest with you, Ebros, I know what season he's on about, going back 2 years ago. I think Smith Rowe scored around about, I think it was over 10 or 12 goals that season. And then, it's one fault of.
It's been like a carry-on movie here tonight. Carry on kebab.
Yeah. Carry on kebabbing. That's what it was, wasn't it? Happy birthday, by the way,
and
Chris.
kebab on.
Tattoos and the works. Jaminia saying Gareth Southgate said Calvin Phillips is irreplaceable. Yeah. Surely you'd trust Gareth because he's a tactical genius, 100%. Henry Ray, which one? Remember, there were too many. Creepy classics. My mate once let me sleep on his sofa bed. He was ginger. Couldn't have been anything else. Jess is asking, anyone watching the Arsenal game later? What time is it? What's its kickoff, Jess?
3 a.m. I think.
3 a.m.
About 2-3 a.m. this morning. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think I'll be in Betty
Jez,
Bye land.
Jez is still here, but I think Jez might be watching it actually. I think if he can get it on, depends if he can get his Bing up and his Bing sorted. He's had problems, hasn't he? He's got Bing, hasn't he? Where he can watch all the sports channels.
Oh
but
yeah.
He's having problems with it. That's something he was saying.
Yeah, 3:30 in the morning.
Cool.
Chelsea kick off at 3.
Jesus, 10 goals, 10 assists, facts, technically. Yeah,
10 goals, 10 assists, facts. Yeah.
No, I'll be in Betty Bye land still at that stage. Cool,
You're watching it, Jez.
Wasn't it 1,500 for a ticket at Arsenal in the US? I think that's one of the main seats, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Scooby Doo saying, I apologise for Calvin. He was my favourite player, and that Euros or whatever it was he played, he was great. But well, I don't need to tell you how rotten of a patch he is in right now. Yeah. Well, when your manager turns around and says you're basically a fat bastard, that doesn't help at all. I think with any player. Jamina saying,
sympathises.
Yeah, Luke Shaw. Jez, I might be, but it depends. If I end up feeling tired before it, I'll just go to bed. Are you going to watch it? You can't get it up. Wow, look, he might even do a watch along.
I do what? Yeah, I did hear him say something along those lines after the. I think was it after the show we did on Sunday. He said he might be thinking of watching it.
That's yeah. You know, you say it. Yeah, of course, but blimey.
Yeah.
Barbara Windsor was the Barcelona Magic Classic. They're talking about the carry-on films. Steve saying, haven't even thought about kick-off time on Saturday, Tony? Yeah, no. No, not even me neither, Steve, I must admit. Ravi's saying, question, do you think Reece James will get back to how he was before the injuries, or has Gusto taken his spot? And he adds on to that. I think Gusto has taken that spot over Reece. I don't think he's.
I personally think he's taken the spot. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to. As Jamina said, exactly the same thing. James needs to win his spot back.
Yeah.
Pepsi saying best action will be in the stands like last season's American tour with all the fights. Yeah, that's true. Creepy Classics, you guys should do some sort of watch along with West Ham and Arsenal. We might do, yeah. We'll have a look at that. Anthony's not one for him, but we might kind of prize him out of his mould. You never know.
I mean, I could actually have a look and see what day we got West Ham. More matches.
Jamina saying poor Reece James would probably pull a hamstring if he turned around too quickly when he was in the shower. Yeah.
Right, so that would be on a Saturday because it's a 3:00 kickoff. We've got you the 30th of November. That's at your ground team.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got you at the Emirates. That's on a Saturday as well. That's the 22nd of February. That's a 3:00 kickoff as well. So November 30th of November and the 22nd of February. You've got West Ham.
Yeah, I look to doing that. Yeah. Oh, he's a gooner. Yeah, unfortunately he is. Oh, low dig there, Jaminio. Watch along for another 6-0 Arsenal win, definitely.
I go, yeah. I second
Yeah.
that. I second that.
Those dates will be changed, Anthony.
Well, they could be.
I didn't kick you out. Jaminio saying, I'm surprised we don't have West Ham a few days after Christmas because we normally do. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always one of those, isn't it? Binoculars on standby. Anyway, gents, it's now 2 hours and 25 we've been into the show and that, and yeah, it's been a bit of a all over one, hasn't it, really?
It has been, yeah. Interesting one. Oh, Fuzzy, do you know the 20th of September is your wedding? If it's this year, I'm sorry, but Arsenal's into Leicester. But it's Saturday at 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I'll be hidden in my basement. Nuclear fallout shelter.
Henry saying, well, I've got to leave. Great stream tone as always. Bye, gents. Thanks very much, Henry. Thanks for being with us for this period of time. Love that. Thanks for being with us. Ravi saying, Reece James is still on a red card ban from last season, so he's missing a few games. Wow.
Lol.
Yeah, it depends on European football and cup games. They'll probably be rescheduled. Well, you won't be in them for long anyway, so, maybe not. You normally get knocked out quite pretty early. Creepy Classics, your shit. Count. Any of you guys used to do that with a burp after having a pint? My dad always used to do that's different.
Your shit.
Yeah, look, Steve's the same as you, Anthony. Count me out for a watch along, not falling out with newfound friends. Yeah, I'll get that one. Scooby D2, bloody Gooners. We always used to get them in the cup. After 2 or 3 replays, they've always won. Merson always scored, and Limpar as a mayor. Yeah. Nice background, Fuzz. Get out of it. Yeah, man. Donna's zoned out. Yeah, she's definitely done something, that's for sure.
She's planning the wedding. Her dress, everything. She put it in the comments.
It's either that or she's just rubbing one out.
Oh, God.
She got so hungry, and she's basically decided to have a hairy kebab. Creepy Classics. More T Vicar. Can you guess what that was after? Oh, what was that on that comment? That title from? Jeez. Oh, Steve, bean flicker.
Oh, God.
Designer beef curtains.
Fuzzy, come on, man.
Oh, God.
Tony, is there any more celebrities that wants to wish Fuzzy a happy birthday?
That the money run out, mate.
Oh, did it?
Oh yeah. Creepy Classics. I had to look it up on that, but now you say it, and that it rings a bell straight away. And that more T Vicar. Can you guess what that was after? Yeah, old Dick Henry used to say that one. Pepsi, you should do an early tours TV fantasy football league this season. Yeah, Pepsi, because I know you've come in late. We are talking about doing that. Anthony will get that arranged. I know Lawrence Watkins wants to be in it. Anyone else will, we'll keep mentioning it anyway.
Yeah, I think what I do think, do you know the one that we've done with that Leeds and Football Dad's Army? I think we'll just throw that one into your equation because it's already done, set up.
Yeah, that should be good.
Everybody can jump in and do that. We're getting the code on Sunday's show.
Yeah, you can do, mate. Yeah. Just want to say good night to Creepy Classics. Night, folks. Enjoyed it as always. The answer was after a fart, by the way. Good night. Good night to you as well, mate. Yeah, so Pepsi, Anthony just alluded to that, so we'll have more information on that on Sunday's show anyway. I practiced with Sabutio as a kid. God, bloody hell, Sabutio. Donna. Chelsea are playing that well-known Welsh team, the Conference, Connors Key. F knows who they are. Wrexham, my good friend, Wrexham. Scooby-Doo 2 to the Foals and Horses tune. Stick Galgalici in your pocket. I'll fetch Squillaci from the van, because if you want defenders, then don't ask Wenger. George Graham is your man.
Yes. Yes. Good, solid defenders you got in that team.
Good. He's in, yeah. More tea, Vicar. No, thank you. I've been stuffing tarts all morning. Oh, brilliant.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh, Donna go. You get Donna on that one. Anyway, gents, 2 hours and 30 minutes has been a good show. Enjoyed it thoroughly with you guys, and obviously we've had great people in the chat. Fuzzy, if you'd like to shout out your channel and what you've got coming up, please.
Yeah, so find me at HotFuzz44 OG. Of course, it's been a bit of a blast for a birthday. On the stream side of things, did a show earlier today, so be sure to check that one out.
Definitely.
With things coming up, there is the MUFC sausage that extends into Manchester United Football Club sausage, which is that's one in a million sort of feature. So he's one of the 7 wonders of the world. So yeah. Aside from that, not really anything planned per se. Of course, we'll be on here for Sunday Night Takeaway show, and any breaking stories for transfers. Then yeah, sure, we'll be doing some lives for that.
Brilliant stuff. Good.
And hiding from Donna as well.
Steve saying, great show, panel and chatters. My ribs are still aching. Now, cheers, Steve. Great comments as always. Ravi is asking, Fuzz, did you get a birthday cake?
No.
No.
I was spared, right? Get this. I was spared 1 donut from 2 packs of 5. My mum and my dad had 1 each, and between 3 people, they took 7. Literally, they took 7.
You're into training now, Fuzz. That sugar, that's no good. I could tell by your arms. This is why Donna was like this on tonight's show, Mike.
Yeah.
So you have to wear a vest on next week's show. Plus,
she took all fucking 7 of them as well.
Scooby-Doo 2 said, I have to call you scum at least once. I hope you understand. Yeah, of course we understand that. No problem at all. Pepsi saying, hopefully Arsenal would have signed Cauliflower by Sunday's show. Well, it looks like it might be already done. Mama Flossie, thanks, guys. Brilliant stream. Thanks, Mama. Thanks for being with us and that. And appreciate it as always.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat. Been a really good laugh. It definitely has been. We've enjoyed it. Hope you had a great birthday, Fuzzy. Take care, everyone. Stay safe out there. Donna, I love you wherever you are.
There's your replacement.
There you go. Look, Creepy Classic summed it up for you. Get yourself a Battenberg fuzz and put a candle in it. Job done.
Get myself a beef cake. Put a candle on that.
Me.
No, even better. I'll get myself a cream pie and stick a candle in that shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anthony, where are you on what you're doing in the world?
Coming up, well, what I haven't got coming up is a Manchester United tattoo. So that's not a problem there. So you can find me on here on the under Adores Football TV where we do our show, the good, the bad, the ugly. We'll be on the show on Sunday on the Sunday Night Takeaway. I'll put the actual code in. I'll get Tony to do that for the Fantasy Football League. Also, you can find me on Arsenal Stream More on Jez's show. You can find me on Lee's show, Football Dad's Army, where we talk all things Arsenal as well on there. And just make sure you subscribe and like to everybody's channel and also the people's channels that's in the chat. Big up to yourselves. It's been a very entertaining show tonight. I really enjoyed it. Before we go, I just want to say, Fuzzy, happy birthday, son. A good show.
It has been in there, and as always, you know, the chat has made it what it is. We can't knock that. You know, there's been a brilliant comments in that, and yeah.
All I got to say is I'm glad my birthday's not on a Wednesday, not for a few years. Season 6, I think it is.
But no, for people in the chat, thanks for being with us on that. Yes, we will be back next week with the good, bad, and the ugly. Sunday is the Sunday night takeaway show, and the description and the links for Fuzzy's channel. And obviously, you know, don't forget if you want to just go back and look in the chat for the people that do make content. And look after them as well if you can, please. And that, but you know, we've enjoyed it. It's been an entertaining show. Weird in certain parts, but the main thing is it's all about celebrating Fuzzy's birthday today and that. And I think we've done that quite nicely for him. We didn't expect the proposal and that side of things to be thrown in. That was a little bit different.
Well, wasn't it a bit different, wasn't it? Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, we're going to be saying goodnight. So good night, and we'll see you next time. Take care for now.
Until next one.